today at 870-249-3447. Let's talk about your best rice options.
No matter what the season, it's always a great time to go to Wings to Go. Whether it's football, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball, whether it's wrestling, whether it's anything, the wings, the salads, the hamburgers, everything they have at Wings to Go is always flavorful and it's always ready. All that has to happen is you come down and enjoy them.
Happy winging from Wings to Go.
We won't be beat. Plaza Tire Service is the low price leader on tires. And if you do manage to find a lower price on a comparable tire, we'll match it with our low price pledge. Stretch your dollars with outstanding deals from Plaza Tire Service on tires for your car, van, truck, crossover, SUV, and more. Plaza Tire Service has a huge selection of tires in stock and ready to install today. Plus, get 6 months deferred interest on purchases of $149 or more with your Plaza Tire Service card. For the best deal on tires, see Plaza Tire Service.
We welcome you back to Cortez Kennedy Field. Randy Myers along with Coach Jason Smith here under the headsets in our Indiana Baptist broadcast position as we continue along with our First National Bank pregame show. We are a little over 3 minutes away from kickoff. Looks like Rivercrest coaches won the toss and they want the ball. That shows you they've got a lot of confidence in their offense.
Yeah, I think they do. I think that, based on last week at least, and going down to Mills is not an easy place to play, but based on last week, they feel a lot more confident about their offense than they do their defense. Not a lot of depth. I think that could play in Valley View's favor, but boy, are they explosive with some electric players on that offensive side of the ball.
The captains for tonight's game are Bo Smith, Jay Mormon, and Cal Richardson. You mentioned the depth. I think another thing that could prove valuable for Valley View tonight is maturity and composure. That's been the last, on this 5 consecutive year playoff run that Valley View has had. I think that's been a kind of a staple or a trademark of Sean Cockrell's teams is they don't typically get rattled. Rivercrest is going to hit you with some big play. They've got too many explosive athletes. You know they're going to hit you with some explosive plays occasionally. And I think a key for Valley View tonight is just not getting rattled and keeping their composure.
I agree, and you're right. They're going to hit you with some explosive plays, and Coach Cockrell's bunch, they have always been able to bounce back and just kind of maintain that even keel. The first couple weeks we've seen some uncharacteristic mistakes on by the Blazer team and getting a little fired up and maybe saying something, but I'm sure that's been corrected, and I look forward to a great football game here as we finish out the non-conference schedule, and just a beautiful night for football tonight.
It is. We got a lot of cloud cover, about 70 degrees, a little bit of humidity, but other than that, looks like so far a perfect night for football if the mosquitoes will stay away.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
And they're lurking. They're looking in those fields. They're waiting.
Exactly. There's a rice field not too far away from here, and I know when we were down here 2 years ago, they were out in mass numbers. So hopefully they'll stay away for a while anyway. But we're set to get this one kicked and underway. It's going to be a pooch kick for Valley View. Fair catch called for and made for Rivercrest at about the 39 or 40-yard line. Making the catch was Kevin Morris. So Valley View is going to start, looks like, right at their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, and I think that we wanted that to have a little bit more height, maybe a little more hang time there, because that's the exact same play that Brian Huff actually picked off last week, and they said that the kid from Poplar Bluff called a fair catch.
Yeah. So here come the Colts. Quarterback is Mike Rayner. He also plays wide receiver for him. He's in the gun. Actually, he's in a pistol set. Going to throw a screen pass that is incomplete. That's actually a lateral. It's a live ball, I believe.
Yep.
And if it was, it's going to go out of bounds for a big loss back near the 30-yard line.
It is ruled.
Yeah, and that's one of those, if everyone knows exactly what's going on, you got to figure somebody might could scoop that and score. But Rivercrest and Valley View both were kind of unsure of whether that was a forward pass or whether that was a lateral, but it was clearly thrown behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, definitely. So the line of scrimmage will be the 30, and it sets up 2nd and 20 for Rivercrest. Rayner out of the gun. Flips it forward on a jet sweep. Running play coming to the near side. The runner shakes the first tackler, but gets wrapped up at about the 35, maybe the 36-yard line. That was Stovall on the carry for Rivercrest. Looks like he got about 6, I think. Yeah, they spotted it at the 36, so it'll bring up 3rd and 14 for Rivercrest. from their own 36-yard line.
That was a little bit of a unique wrinkle to the jet sweep.
Right.
You know, it kind of tossed underneath there. You know, we've seen that before, but defense stayed pretty sound, and everybody stayed home and held them to a minimal gain.
So Rayner out of the gun. He's back to throw. Here comes pressure. He gets a block. Now he's flushed. Gets Barnes. Has him in his grasp, and down he goes for a loss. Back at the 31, Dedrick Barnes. Boy, he was persistent, fought off the block, and made the big sack.
He sure did, and he could have given up on that play 2 or 3 different times, and none of us would have blamed him. But my goodness, he's got such a motor, and he's only getting better and better. But huge first series for the Blazers.
He's such a good-looking athlete too. 6'2", about 197, 198, and comes up huge for Valley View's defense right there. So Rivercrest is back to punt. Valley View return men set up on the respective hashes at about the 31-yard line. Nice punt, good hang time. There will be no return. It will go out of bounds right about the 35-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, and you know, that's the first time all year that we've kind of looked like we're running a traditional punt return, and we actually weren't traditional with it. We put 2 guys back there. And you know, you had Caldwell, and then you also had I believe that, I missed the number on that second guy, but anyway, you know, we set up with good field position here for our first drive, and hopefully the offense got a lot of the hiccups out that they had last Friday night.
37 will be the line of scrimmage for Valley View, so that's where the Blazers will start with 2 receivers wide to each side. Turley in the pistol set with Caldwell as his running back, about 2 steps behind him. And it's a give to Caldwell over the left side. He gets a little block. Spins out of a tackle, proven tough to go down, and fights forward to about the 43, maybe the 44-yard line. Slade Cobble picks up about 6 for Valley View on the first down.
Yeah, and we're going to go tempo.
After going no huddle with twin receivers wide left and right. Turley again out of the gun, got some movement up front. Looks like Rivercrest defensive end jumped into the neutral zone.
Yes, he did, and that's I like that. I like that coming out, and you know, I'm sure the offense got a stern talking to this week in practice, and to come out with a little bit of energy and a little bit of vinegar in their blood. You know, I felt last week we could have ran the football every time in the second half, and our offensive line looked really, really good, and I think if we can establish that early here in the first half, then that's going to give the Rivercrest defensive coaches a lot to think about.
So the encroachment penalty moves the ball forward to the 48, gives Valley View an automatic first down. Trips to the near side, one receiver goes lonesome left. I think that's Harmon up top, and here's Turley out of the gun, hands it off to Caldwell, running near side. He gets met at the line of scrimmage. That looks like that's going to be a no gain at best, possibly a loss depending on the mark.
Yeah, Rivercrest did a good job of stringing that out, and they really set their edge. You know, we want to set our edge, but they 21 did a great job of not giving any ground, and sets up second behind the sticks.
Jay Robertson making the stop for Rivercrest. It's a loss of 1, second and 11 from the 47 for the Blazers. Trips to the top, to the left, one single receiver to the near side. Turley on the read option keeps it, got some room across the middle, crosses midfield into Colt territory down to about the 47 or 8-yard line of Rivercrest.
Yeah, that's a good decision I felt there. You know, get what you can get. Now it's going to make it third down and you know, very manageable, and you know, that shows a little bit of growth from last week from Carson.
Third and about 5. One receiver off to the left. Got a couple of flankers off to the right, lined up tight. Turley, long snap count. Caldwell's on his right hip. Working out of the gun. Takes the snap. He's back to throw. Rolling near side. Here comes pressure. And he had to get rid of the football because he had Kevin Morris bearing down hard on him.
Yeah, it looked like the Colts for the first time, they brought a stunt right there and just outnumbered us on that left side. And you know, just a good decision by Carson. Don't try to do too much with it. And, you know, we'll punt this football and live to fight another day.
So Turley will drop back into punt position. It'll be 4th and 5 for Valley View from the Rivercrest 47-yard line. Right now, nobody's going back to return for Rivercrest.
Carson Turley will punt.
And Turley standing at about his own 41 between the hashes. 8:53 to play, first period. Rivercrest going 3 and out on its opening possession. Now Rayner, probably the most dangerous athlete on this Rivercrest team, drops back to return the punt for Rivercrest, standing at about his own 13-yard line. Here's Turley with the snap, rolls right, gets the rugby-style kick away. It'll be fielded by Rayner. He goes down immediately at about the 15. And that's where Rivercrest will start their next possession.
And I'll be honest, I breathed a sigh of relief right there because I thought that we just line drive that one right to Rayner. But he slipped, and he held on to the football. But, those punts like that, a lot of times they get a head of steam, and they're gone.
Exactly. And they have so many athletes that can hurt you in their return game. So they'll start from the 15. They'll send 2 receivers to the right and 2 to the left. Rayner out of the gun. Running back is on his hip. Loose ball, it's on the ground. They get it back. Rayner grabs it. He's going to be tackled for a loss inside the 10 as there were a host of white jerseys all over him.
There were, and reading that play perfectly was our senior Carson Winters, who's played all over the football field in his career, and he's going to go down, much like his brother, not comparing, but he's going to go down to me as one of my favorite Blazers ever, just because he's always been willing to play wherever the coaches needed him.
They'll spot the ball at the 11. It sets up 2nd and 14 for the Colts. 2 receivers to the right, man in motion to the far side. They'll give it off to Kobe Turner. Turner fights forward across the 15 to about the 17-yard line, I believe. We'll see where they spot the ball, but Turner gets some of the lost yardage back with a nice carry across the middle.
Stop made by Jay Norman.
Sets up 3rd
3rd and 6 for the Colts.
and about 6.5 here for Rivercrest. Two receivers wide to each side. Rayner out of the gun. He's back to throw. Sets up, fires. Ball is juggled and caught. Or did he drop it?
I think he bobbled it, and I think he went to a knee and caught it.
So Rayner,
From Cavante Washington.
that was Washington taking the snaps that time, and Rayner caught the pass.
Yeah,
So that's the thing about Rayner. They move him constantly all over the field. Right now he's going to be lined up as a receiver again.
Yeah,
First down.
and hopefully we don't lose him because they're going to try to feed him the football as much as possible.
And with good reason. Here's a jet sweep to the far side. I believe that's Stovall again on the carry. Not much, but a couple.
Getting the handoff.
Yeah, on that last pass play, he bobbled and then he went to a knee and he caught the football, but he was about a half yard on plus side of the first down to give him that first down.
Line of scrimmage will be the 28. It's 2nd and 9 from there for Rivercrest. 6:50 to play, first period. Quarterback sets up, fires complete on the screen pass in the backfield, and they'll punch it out over the 30 to about the 32-yard line for a short gain. Stovall was on the reception for the Colts.
Stop made by Caden Perkins.
Yeah, Rivercrest shown early. They're not afraid to spread that football around and throw it all over the field.
3rd and 4.
33 will be the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 4 from there for Rivercrest. Two receivers wide to each side. That's Stovall in motion to the right. Long snap count. Now they'll bring 2 guys in motion back to the other side, one of those being Stovall. The other is Jacavion Williams. Quarterback is back to throw. He sets up, fires downfield. Leaping catch made for a first down at about the 41-yard line. That was Rayner again making the catch on the pass from Cavante Washington.
1st and 10 for the Colts.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of motion going on in that backfield. I'm not sure Rivercrest knew exactly what they were doing, but if you're unsure, then find number 1 and just get him the football.
Absolutely. Second first down of this drive for Rivercrest. Ball at the 41-yard line. 1 receiver off to the right, 2 to the near side. Washington hands it off to Kobe Turner, and Turner fights forward for about 2 over the right side.
And then on the tackle that time was Winters, and then Cal Richardson, who's just recently moved over to the defensive side of football, and I thought that he played really well last week. Good play there.
Ball will be at the 44, brings up 2nd and 7 for the Colts. 5:32 to play here in the opening frame. Rivercrest facing 2nd and 7. Here's Washington back to throw. Now here comes pressure. He'll keep it, tuck it across the line of scrimmage, get up to about the 48-yard line before he gets belted right there by Brian Huff and company.
Washington on the carry.
Yeah, you don't want to be stood up and just be a sitting duck with number 11 bearing down that he's got his sights on you.
Yeah, no doubt. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for Rivercrest from the Colt 48-yard line. This drive began at their 15. They'll send 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the near side. Washington rolling right on a busted play, and he'll fall in the backfield. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think so. And just I'm not sure what went wrong there, but that was definitely a broken play, Coach.
Yeah, and I think that Washington felt that his running back was going to be on his left hip, but instead he's on his right hip. He turns and spins to hand the ball off. The running back's already gone, and so then he tries to make a move, and that's the second slip we've seen. So that turf may be a little slick tonight with all the humidity.
We did get a little bit, just a mild shower, mostly just a kind of a heavy sprinkle. Wyatt Lancaster is back to punt, but it did rain about 5 o'clock right after I got here to start setting up equipment. So Lancaster is back to punt. Valley View with 2 return men deep. This is going to be a fake, and I believe the Blazers have stopped him about a yard shy as they went with Marcus Slayton. I think that was the ball carrier.
Marcus Slayton.
It was, and he's a load.
Yeah, he is.
He's a load, a junior, big, strong kid. But I'll tell you what, Valley View's defense read that because it looked dangerous because that was the classic fake punt, just a quick snap to that up back there, and he had a head of steam. But LaJavian Irvin, another senior there, he stayed home. He met him first, and then the rest of the team cleaned him up. And that's a huge break for the Blazers.
So the Blazers get the turnover and downs. They'll get the ball back at midfield, starting right in the middle of the field at the 50-yard line between the hashes. Going to line up in the jumbo package. Running play over the right side, I believe that's Matt McMullen, and he'll cross the 50 down to about the 47. Pickup of about 3 for the Blazers.
Yeah, they went with that big package, and they've had a lot of success with that this year. And is there a flag? No, there's no flag.
Don't see any.
But McMullen, I thought he's another kid who really played well last week at Poplar Bluff.
I agree. I really like the potential that he brings. He's a newcomer. He's a move-in, I think, from the Chicago area, along with T.J. Starks. Again, staying with the jumbo package. Turley goes under center, hands it off to McMullen, running right side. McMullen fights his way forward for about 3, maybe 4 more. Down inside the 45.
Yeah, another good strong run there, and it's almost like, against Harding Academy, maybe the speed of the game surprised him a little bit, but, as we're moving along week after week, he's getting better and better, and you're right, he is just another weapon that we have on this Blazer offense.
3rd and 3 for the Blazers from the Rivercrest 43. McMullen remains the running back. Turley again under center. Give to McMullen. McMullen running right. He's got the first down. He's into the secondary. He's tackled inside the 30, down near the 25-yard line. And I think they found a soft spot.
I think they did too, and it's something to exploit because once again, they had subbed out a defensive tackle on the play before, and they're trying to rotate these guys, but they do not have the depth that a lot of the teams in 5A have. And so if we found something there, then you can better believe that Coach Cocker's going to keep going at it.
Once again, the Blazers stay in the jumbo package. McMullen again is the running back, and again he gets the carry over the right side, finds some room over the middle, and gets tackled at about the 20-yard line.
You love to see it. Exposing Will, that offensive line starting to gain some confidence here. And McMullen, I don't know that I have seen in the last couple of years us go to a guy 4 straight times.
I think you're right. I don't recall it either. It's been a while. It hadn't happened very often. I know that much. Staying with the same look. Again, McMullen is the running back. Turley is under center. Give to McMullen. McMullen over the right side. Gets a good surge from his offensive line. Proven tough to tackle. He's down to about the 16-yard line before he goes down this time. Meanwhile, there's a Colt down in the secondary. I'm not sure how serious that may be, but Valley View continuing to run behind that big old, that powerful O-line.
Yeah, it looks like we got a first down there as we do have a young man that's down on the field, but 5 straight carries. And my first thought on that was, I think a lot of times we as coaches, myself included, I think we outsmart ourselves.
Right.
And, that right there, that's football 101. I mean, that's just lining up and using your tackle and using the guard and using your tight end and just plowing into somebody and making them make a play. And goodness gracious, 5 straight carries from McMullen, and we're down here in the red zone.
This what we're seeing right now reminds me a little bit. I don't know if you remember the game or not, but the year that Gus Malzahn was coaching at A-State and the Red Bulls were playing it down in Lafayette at Louisiana. And they just kept running the same play over and over to the right side. And you could actually, there was a point in that game where the TV sideline mic actually picked Gus Malzahn up the audio of him saying, run it again. And they kept running it until they scored. And we kind of got the same situation going on right now. Of course, we got a timeout on the field due to the injury. we'll see if the Rivercrest coaches are able to use this official timeout to make some adjustments and stop this.
You know, and that's the thing, and you know, the neat part about that is you pound it again and you pound it again, and then next thing you know, they are diving down, and those ends are you know, they're trying to cheat to that play, and Carson Turley is more than capable of keeping that and going around that left side and walking into that end zone.
Quinshon Perry is the injured Rivercrest player. He's a 265-pound junior defensive tackle, and he is walking with a lot of help and very gingerly to the sideline. Don't think we'll see him for a while, if at all, the rest of the night, Coach.
Yeah, he's not able to put any weight on that ankle or that leg, and you know, his teammates they holler pretty quick to the coaches, so he appears to be hurt pretty good.
So the Blazers will have the ball with a first down at the 16-yard line of Rivercrest as we get set to return to play out of the injury timeout. McMullen remains in as the running back. Again, Turley goes under center in the jumbo package. This time Turley's going to keep it, gets a good surge. The offensive line just bulling their way forward, and Turley follows them all the way down near the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and that's one of those plays. I mean, if you look down there, I'm looking at Ken Cannon right now on that offensive line, and he's waving to his offensive coaches just to come on, bring it again, let's go, and they're fired up, and that defense is reeling.
That was textbook smash mouth football. Turley under center, give to McMullen. McMullen caught from behind, and this time they'll get him throwing for a loss unless they give him forward progress. He got back to the line of scrimmage, then the numbers caught up to him, so we'll see where they mark the ball.
Looks like he's at the 6-yard line.
So it'll be a loss of 1, brings up 2nd and goal from the 6, just over a minute to play here in the first period. No scores of yet. Blazers knocking on the door. McMullen again in at running back. Turley under center. Turley keeps it on play action, rolling left, cuts up inside the 5, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Blazers.
Really,
on the option keeper and found pay dirt.
Really nice drive there for the Blazers, and a confidence boost for the offensive line, confidence boost for McMullen. My goodness, what a horse on that drive, and then, you know, as we said, they start diving down, and that bootleg's going to be there, and it sure was.
Awaiting the extra point kick now from Brody Dix out of the hold of Bo Smith. Kick is in the air, and it's good. So with 51 seconds remaining in the first period, Valley View draws first blood. The Blazers lead at 7-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
When you bank at First Security, you're choosing better for yourself and fellow Arkansans. Better service from friendly professionals who really invest in your goals. Better solutions with convenient tools and smart resources. Better support for the things that matter to you, as well as the communities that matter to us all. Because finding you better at First Security makes Arkansas better too. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
We welcome you back to Cortez Kennedy Field. Randy Myers along with Coach Jason Smith in the NEA Baptist broadcast position. 51 seconds remaining in the first period. The Blazers just put together an 8-play, 50-yard scoring drive, capped off by Carson Turley's 6-yard option keeper around the left side. And Blazers looking very impressive on that drive. And boy, Matt McMullen was the big horse.
Yes, he was. Out of those 8 plays, he carried it 6 times. Carson carried it the other 2. But I think they found something there, and we're going to have a 1-2 punch here at running back.
Getting set for the Dix. Actually, I believe it's Wyatt Oldham who's going to kick this one. It's going to be another pooch kick. Fielded at the 42-yard line. Now they've got some running room across the middle. They break to the outside. One man left to beat. And Stovall's going to take it to the house for Rivercrest and immediately tie this one up. On a 57-yard kickoff return for the score for Rivercrest.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about this. We mentioned in the pregame that this bunch would hit you with some explosive plays. Prime example of it right there.
Yeah, I mean, Stovall, he broke at least 4 tackles. You know, another one of the pooch kicks that didn't quite have the air under it tonight, and he caught it. He caught it without jumping. He didn't have to wait on it, and he turned the corner, and there he went.
Awaiting the extra point kick for Rivercrest. As soon as I get their last lineman out on the field. Marcus Slayton is the kicker. Straight on kicker. Boots it, it's blocked. So the Blazers blocked the extra point attempt. I'm not sure who got there. That may have been Dedrick Bourne.
It was. Yeah, there goes that man again. 66. He's fired up on that sideline, and that may, you never know, but that could be a huge play in this football game.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Coach. I mean, in close games, it's moments and plays like that that can loom large.
For sure, and who knows? But I would be surprised if we go to another or pooch kick. I think I would take my chances.
Yeah.
You don't want to kick it right to Rainier, but goodness gracious,
Well, that's the thing with it's like a pick your poison deal
Yes.
with this Rivercrest team. They've got so many guys that that if they get their hands on the ball, they're a potential big play.
Yeah.
So we await the Rivercrest kickoff, and Michael Rayner will do the kickoff duties for the Colts, once again proving just how versatile and valuable he is to this Rivercrest team.
Yeah, I think he checked and took my ticket on the way into the game
Probably
tonight.
selling some popcorn in a little while, too. Here's his kickoff. Line drive kick, gathered in, fumbled, picked up off the bounce by Galloway. Galloway's got some room across the middle. He goes down at about the 42-yard line. Nice return by Daquan Galloway.
It was, and you know what I like to see on that one was number 13, Jay Mormon. He's the other deep back there, and a lot of times you watch those guys, they just kind of stand to watch if they don't get the football, but instead he goes and he lays a first block, and then he moved on upfield and laid a second block that got Galloway all the way up to the spot.
So Valley View will start at the 43-yard line of the Blazers.
From their own 43.
As Turley leads his offense back out onto the field, they'll send trips to the right, one single receiver, Harmon off to the left. Turley out of the gun, running back is Caldwell, I believe, on his left hip. He's back to throw, gets some blocks, looking downfield for Harmon, and he couldn't quite haul it in. Well defended there by Rivercrest's defensive back.
It was that was a perfect strike, and it was right there in Jackson's hands. But then at the last minute, that cornerback, I mean, he just like you're taught. I mean, he got his hands up in between the two hands, knocked that football away.
So it's 2nd and 10 for Valley View from the Blazer 43. 22 seconds remaining in the first period. Valley View leads it 7-6. 2-3 receivers to the right, one to the left. Turley out of the gun. Here comes pressure as they stunt. Running play to the near side with Caldwell. Caldwell turns a corner. And gets knocked out of his helmet. Somebody's helmet came off, and that wasn't Caldwell. Somebody lost the helmet. There's also a flag down at the end of the play. So Caldwell got it up near the 50. Now we'll let the dust settle and the smoke clear and see what we've got with the marker down.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of chicken fighting over here on this side. Wound up being Irvin's helmet that got knocked off, and that may be what the penalty is.
They're discussing at the moment.
Hold.
It's going to go against us, against Valley View.
Yeah, and a lot of times on those sweeps he had to take a longer path, and a lot of times if it takes a little longer, somebody's going to get a hold of some jersey.
So the step off moves the ball back to the 41-yard line.
2nd down.
And that will set up 2nd and about 12 for the Blazers. 16.8 seconds remaining first period. Blazers lead 7-6. Smith and Harmon go wide to the left. 2 receivers to the near side. Turley out of the gun. Caldwell on his right hip. Back to throw. Looking over the middle. Flushed. Rolls left. Looking. Fires over the middle, and that ball is incomplete. Trying to get it to Bo Smith, but well defended there by the Colts in the middle.
Yeah, no, nothing was there on the initial route tree. He rolls out and bought himself some time. Guys broke off the routes, but that was well defended. And Rivercrest is bringing pressure almost every downhill.
9.6 seconds remaining in the period. Sets up 3rd and 12 for Valley View from the Blazer 41. Trips to the near side, twins to the left. Turley alone in the backfield. Here comes pressure. He's going to run across the middle on the read option. And he's up near the 48 before he goes down, just shy of midfield. It'll bring up 4th and about 5 or 6 for Valley View. The Blazers will punt it away. And that was the last play of the first period.
It was. Smash mouth football.
Definitely been that so far. We've got one in the books. It's a tight one. Blazers lead at 7-6. We'll be back with the second period in 30 seconds. You're listening to Blazer Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Don't let your credit stop you from getting your next vehicle. Drive your deal to the max at the dealer financing you. Automax of Jonesboro. Hi folks, Craig Stoney. If you need to upgrade your ride, don't worry about your past. Come to Automax. At Automax, we have financing to fit your budget with affordable monthly payments and low down payments. Give us a call at 870-934-9200 or speed up your approval by applying online at automaxjonesboro.com. And hey, we buy cars too, even if you don't buy ours. So if you're looking to buy new, give us a chance to buy yours and ensure you get the most out of your trade-in. Automax, financing you.
Valley View will punt the football as we get set to begin the second quarter. Blazers with the ball just shy of the 50, facing a 4th and about 5. Rayner will go back to set up for the Rivercrest return. Turley will drop back to punt for Valley View, standing at about his own 35-yard line. Blazers leading it 7-6. Valley View put together an impressive 8-play, 50-yard scoring drive late in the first period. Rivercrest immediately responded by returning the ensuing kickoff for a score, and Blazers were able to block the extra point kick. Here's Turley's punt. It's a line drive kick. It will go past Rayner and into the end zone. Blazers tried to get there in time to down it, but couldn't quite get there in time. That thing really had a life after it landed.
Yeah, it did. It took that wrong bounce, but you know, we've got them at the 20 here, and you know, hopefully our defense can come back out. They've done a really good job tonight. I know that Rivercrest has a couple first downs on offense, but I think the defense has done a really nice job in bottling up all these athletes.
Carson's averaging about 32.2 yards per kick on his punts thus far through 2 games this season. So Rivercrest gets it at the 20. Just underway here. First play from scrimmage for the second quarter, not counting the previous punt. Ball's between the hashes. They've got spread field with 2 receivers wide to each side. They'll go with a running play over the middle, and the Blazers bottle that up nicely and gobble up the running back right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like that was Carson Winters leading the way.
Yep, they went with a double handoff there and tried to get the ball to Slayton, but defense read it very well. Looks like there's a penalty. It looks like it's going to go against the Colts.
So a flag down.
Oh.
Well, Blazers are on the back pedal, so it looks like it's going to be another penalty against Valley View, apparently.
I guess they got us with a face mask there. 15-yarder.
Yep, it's a big penalty. Step off will move it forward to the 35 and give Rivercrest an automatic first down. 11:43 to play in the half.
Coach will have a 1st and 10 on their own 35.
And the ball remains between the hashes. They've got 2 receivers to the near side and 2 off to the right. They'll bring Stovall in motion, hand it off to Turner. Turner raking to the outside and gets tackled after a pickup of about 7 or 8 yards over the left side.
Yeah, and that's the first time they've gone with the counter there, and there was a lot of daylight. Did a good job of making that tackle after a 7-yard gain, but Rivercrest going with the counter, and we've got to really do a good job staying disciplined.
2nd and 3 from the 42 of Rivercrest. Trips to the near side, 1 receiver off to the left. Bring a man in motion to the near side. They'll give it to him on the jet sweep. Ball may have came loose, but it's a short gain for Rivercrest. The Blazers did a nice job of reading the play and snuffing it out near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, quarterback kept that one.
Yeah.
But you know, the fake was to Rayner, and you know, we've got to pay so much attention to him that you know, those lanes are there.
No gain sets up 3rd and 3 for Rivercrest. Twins to each side. Washington, the quarterback. Long snap count as they look to the sideline. They'll bring Stovall in motion. Now he'll line up as an extra receiver on this side. Now we've got confusion and a timeout taken by Rivercrest with 10:25 to play in the half. So we'll pause for 30 seconds. Blazers lead it 7-6 here early in the second period. You're listening to Blazer Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Hello, I'm estate planning and other law attorney Chad Oldham. More and more often today, I hear clients tell me that the only thing golden about the golden years is that it takes all the gold to grow old. Don't be a victim of rising healthcare and nursing home costs. Be prepared. Have a plan. Contact us today to find out how we help our clients protect and preserve assets for family and future generations. The Oldham Law Firm, 603 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro, or visit us on the web at oldhamlawfirm.com.
Back here at the Tez, Randy Myers along with Coach Jason Smith. Coach Jason Smith. We were hoping to be streaming this game live tonight. I understand we were having some internet connection issues that are preventing us from doing so. So the game is being recorded, and it will be rebroadcast at the conclusion of the game on the Facebook page for the Blazer News Network. So just keep that in mind. You will be able to see the replay, hopefully with our audio, on the Blazer News Network Facebook page. Here come the Colts facing 3rd and 3 out of the timeout, starting at their own 43-yard line. Trips to the near side, one receiver off to the left. Washington, the quarterback, he's going to keep it, runs over the right side, has the first down, and fights forward to midfield as he gets all the way up to the 50.
That was Rayner that wound up being a quarterback there. There's no call yet. The ball's on the ground.
Valley View's got it. So Rayner apparently coughed it up there toward the end of the play, and Valley View gets the ball back.
Yeah, that's a huge play, and the Blazer defense didn't stop playing. It looked like the Rivercrest offensive line at least thought that play was over with, that it was dead. But
well, I thought it was too. Now this week.
We'll take over 1st and 10 at the Colts.
So again, they slipped Rayner back over to quarterback that time, and good catch there, Coach. Appreciate you helping me out with that. And the Blazers now get it back, starting at the Rivercrest 48-yard line. Turley goes under center. Pitch it out to McMullen, running right. He's got some room, gets some blocks, and fights forward down to about the 40-yard line before he's finally knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, they went
off sweep there.
Yeah, they're going old school with this group, and you know, whatever works. You know, if that means that we need to stay in this top package all night long to get this win, then that's what we need to do, because it's been effective.
Got 7, brings up 2nd and 3 from the 41. McMullen stays in at running back, and he gets the carry again. He's got the first down as he finds some room across the middle and tripped up at about the 36, maybe the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Matt McMullen, you know, he's just done a good job, and what he's doing is he's getting, as soon as he gets football, he secures it, and then he just lowers those shoulders. He's running hard.
Ball will be at the 36-yard line of Rivercrest. First down from there for Valley View. Stay in with the same look. McMullen remains at quarterback. Turley goes under center. Turley rolling right, looking to throw this time. Here comes pressure. He's got a receiver. Catch made for a first down near the 10-yard line. Who came up with the ball there?
Let's see. Well, I'll tell you what, that was Brian Huff. Brian Huff playing that tight end spot, and he was wide open.
Showing his versatility, comes up with a big catch for a Blazer first down. The ball will be spotted at the 11-yard line. 9:18 to play here in the first half. Blazers up 7-6, trying to add on to their lead. Turley goes under center. McMullen in at running back. Turley keeps it, I believe, and fights forward. Or was that possibly Winters?
No, that was Turley. And I'll tell you what he did. As soon as he got that snap, he outran his lineman. He didn't wait for them to set that block. He saw a crease, and he just took off.
He's got it all the way down to the 5. It's 2nd and goal from there for Valley View. 8:57 to play in the half. McMullen remains in as the running back. They stay in the jumbo package. Power side to the right. Give to McMullen running right, and this time he's met at the line of scrimmage and thrown back. We'll see if he gets forward progress. If so, it should be no gain.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him maybe a half a yard on that play, set up 3rd and short. But Rivercrest, these last two times on that play have done a nice job of overloading and being ready for that.
You're exactly right. They'll spot it just shy of the 4-yard line, so it's 3rd and goal from the 4. 8:21 to play. Clock winds down. Turley goes under center. McMullen stays in as the running back. Give to McMullen. McMullen across the middle, powers his way inside the scrum. Is he in there? He's awful close. No signal yet from the guys wearing striped shirts. Looks like it's going to be inside the 1-yard line possibly.
Yeah, inside the 1-yard line, and that was actually LaJavian Irvin who had spelled McMullen there. And
still in. So Irvin remains in. Turley drops it, picks it up, fights forward. I think he's in there.
He is in there.
And it's a Blazer touchdown. He dropped the snap right after he got it, was able to get it off the bounce and power his way into the end zone behind the left side of the offensive line. The Blazers have their second rushing touchdown of the night from Carson Turley.
Yeah, and you know, the interesting thing that's going on in this football game is that Carson has gone under center probably more in this first half tonight than he has since he played Pee Wee football. You know, and that's a lost art.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Brody Dix is on to attempt the extra point kick out of Bo Smith's hold. Kick is in the air. It's high, long, and it is right down the middle. 7:53 to play in the half. Blazers make it a 14-6 lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Now you can enjoy the great taste of Japan in downtown Jonesboro. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine has all your favorites, from steak and chicken to seafood and sushi. Bamboo also has house poke bowls, or you can build your own bowl. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine with hibachi, sushi, and seafood is open Monday through Saturday for lunch and dinner, and discounts are available for students. So stop by and dine in with us, or log on to BambooJapaneseCuisine.com and like them on Facebook. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine on the corner of Main and Huntington in downtown Jonesboro.
7:53 remaining first half. Valley View playing some pretty successful old school smash mouth football here tonight. They've just put together another scoring drive. This one covered 48 yards in 6 plays, most of it on the ground. You had the big pass play to Brian Huff to kind of help spur that drive, but other than that, it was all on the ground, Coach.
Yes, it was, and we found something that's working, and so I think that we're going to see more and more of it until Rivercrest makes an adjustment. But that wrinkle, that pass to a Division I football player who plays on the defensive side of the football, that was huge, because that gives yet another thing for other teams to think about.
Absolutely. Brody Dix, the sophomore kicker and place kicker, set to kick it away for Valley View. We'll see what option they go with. Pooch kick didn't work too well a few minutes ago. We'll see what the Blazers come up with this time. It's going to be another angled kick, a Pooch kick that'll go out of bounds, no return.
Yeah, and I tell you what he did that time. So he just laid it down flat on the ground, and you know, it's kind of one of those onside. Let's see what happens. But it sailed on him, and it went out. So, you know, the Colts are going to have great field position, and
they'll start about the 48.
That's something that the Blazers need to figure out, you know, as far as the special teams game, is that I think that we have two very talented kickers, and I know what we're trying to do, but tonight it's just not working.
We've got a penalty against Valley View that may result. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
Folks will have a 1st and 10 from the Blazers 48.
So it's a first down. There was a penalty on the play. Apparently Valley View was, I guess, offsides on the kick, but why do they have the, okay, now they're fixing to set the yard marker.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think we may have been offsides on the kick, so it goes out at the 47, they get 5, and so now they're plus side of the field.
So they're at the Blazer 48. Quarterback, I think that's Rayner, and he keeps it, fights across the middle for a couple, and then gets belted by Carson Winters.
Carson Winters and Morns again. You know, those two guys were calling their name out a lot tonight, and they're shaking free and making a lot of plays.
2-yard pickup for Rayner. He gets it to the 46, brings up 2nd and 8 for the Colts from the Blazer 46. Trips to the near side. One receiver goes lonesome left. Rayner looking to throw. Fires, got a receiver. Catch made for a short gain. Now he breaks out of a tackle and slips forward to the 40-yard line before he gets upended by Daquan Galloway.
Yeah, I tell you what, this is an announcer's worst nightmare, because that pass was from Washington to Rayner that time, and so it's just and
the parts for the Rivercrest offense are very much interchangeable.
Yes, they are, and to make it even more difficult is Rayner wears 1 and Washington wears 11.
Absolutely, and I'm sure that's by design. to confuse not only broadcasters but defenses, mostly defenses, of course. This time it is Washington back in. Here's a blue snap that gets into the backfield. Washington scoops it up, and he is going to be tackled for a loss all the way back near the 30-yard line. Snap just got away from him. The Blazers came with heavy pursuit, and Washington just did all they could there, just had to eat the ball.
Yes, he did, and I don't even think Washington, he wasn't ready for that football. I don't think he was even looking for the snap yet. I think that the center heard, the long snapper, deep snapper, whatever, heard something, and he went ahead and snapped that football, and the Colts are fortunate that Washington made a heck of a play.
So it's 4th and Osceola for Rivercrest. They'll send Lancaster on to punt. He'll be standing at about his own 17-yard line. Mormon and Galloway are back for the Blazer return, set up near the 40-yard line. Late substitution for the Colts as they send Tyshawn Love in as one of their linemen or upbacks.
Going to delay a game?
Maybe. Should be, because the clock's showing zeros.
Against the Colts, delay of game, 5-yard penalty.
So a delayed game will back them up 5 more yards, and now it's 4th and Blytheville instead of 4th and Osceola.
One more and it'll be West Memphis.
Yeah, exactly.
Marion.
Technique to receive, Juan Galloway.
So Galloway and Mormon move up 5 yards to about the 38, or the 43 rather. Here's the snap, punt is away. And it's bobbled and loose, and I believe Rivercrest got it back. There's a scramble for it.
And they did.
Got it. Had trouble fielding the punt.
Yep. Yeah, it was a situation where we had Mormon as an up-back, and you had Galloway and I believe Slade Caldwell back deep, and you know, I don't know if their punter plays golf, but he just chipped that one perfectly right in between the lines.
So Rivercrest, after recovering the miscue for Valley View, will get the ball at about the 48-yard line, and thus earning a fresh set of downs in the process as they're able to keep the drive alive.
Well,
For the Colts,
now what do we got?
Stovall on the fumble recovery.
Well, Valley View's either got I'm not sure what's going on here. I assume there's a timeout. Valley View's pulled everybody off the field, and the defense is huddling over on the sideline, but there's been no indication. Now there's a discussion with 2 of the officials and Johnny Fleming, the Rivercrest coach over here on the home sideline. Here come the Blazers back.
Yeah, and it's the Blazer offense, and Coach Fleming is not happy, but I did notice the Blazer defense went off pretty excited, and so they heard something. I don't know. Heck, I don't know.
I'm a little lost too. Right now, you're right. As the offense is back on the field, as you mentioned, Coach Fleming's not happy. The home crowd here right below us is not happy,
and we got players with helmets off out on the field right now too.
And meanwhile, the officials are conferring with each other again, so I think this is still to be determined what they're going to do. But right now, Valley View's got the offense on the field. Well, this is not the first time in this young season that we've seen a confused officiating.
No.
We saw that all night last week. Up until now, this has been a pretty well officiated game.
Yeah, this is a veteran crew. It's you know, in the summertime every year, the AAA puts out that, you know, being official, we have an official shortage, sounds real fun until the games.
The fumble on the punt goes back to the Blazers.
Okay. So they just said that. I don't know what's going on here, Coach. Do you have any idea?
I do not. I know that Rivercrest is going to have to get control of their guys. There's going to be some flags thrown, but I think the call is that Valley View recovered that football.
It looks that way. I mean, the Blazers have gone back over to the sideline. Meanwhile, Coach Fleming is still arguing his case with the referee.
And I've known Johnny for 25 years, and he is one of the nicest, most mild-mannered gentlemen that you'll ever come across.
He is such a pleasure to deal with.
He is super hot right now.
Yeah, this is probably about the most upset I've ever seen him.
He's on the Valley View side of the hashes.
Yeah, and he is not leaving the field. He is not through talking to these guys. He may not win this argument, but it ain't going to be without him getting in the last word.
That is exactly right.
Boy, the Colt fan base highly upset. They're walking him back to they're walking Coach Fleming back to the sideline now. So it looks like after all the confusion, if we ever get things settled here, Valley View is going to have a first down at the Rivercrest 46-yard line.
Too, what I'm most excited about is this evening when number 15 gets to the house, I'm going to be to ask him exactly what this conversation is having, because he is lined up right in front of Coach Fleming and the official.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in earshot, Coach. There's no doubt about it.
And bless his heart, he wants to be a coach when he gets older too, and so he's hearing everything that's said and taking it into account.
That's good for him. Yeah, 'cause you're not going to find a whole lot of coaches better than Johnny Fleming.
No, you're not.
Or Sean Cockle, for that matter. They're two very well-coached teams. So here we go, ready to play football again after about a 5-minute delay. Twin receivers to the near side for the Blazers, twins to the right as well. Turley out of the gun. Actually, we got trips to the near side now. Turley out of the gun on first down. Caldwell goes in motion. He shows it to him. Turley keeps it on the read option, fights forward across the middle to about the 40-yard line, and then thrown back from there. Pickup of about 5 or 6, depending on the mark.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I like that look from the Blazers. It's the empty backfield, but he's going to motion Slade one way or the other, and you know, and it's always there for Carson to keep it, and you know, he's one of our best runners, more physical guys, and that's just a good offensive look.
Turley picks up 6, sends 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, out of the gun. Caldwell on his right hip, he's back to throw. Here comes pressure, rolling right, looking to throw. Now he's going to tuck and run, and runs out of bounds right in front of the marker, so it looks like he'll be maybe a yard to a half yard shy of the first down.
Yeah, and I like that decision by Carson Turley right there because, you know, last week we saw a couple times where he tried to make a play, and right there he thought, well, I can get a couple yards here, and then we can live to fight another down, and that's I think that's going to be huge as we head into 5A East play.
This is 3rd and 2 for Valley View, 3rd and about a yard and a half. All about the 38-yard line. Running play to McMullen over the right side. He has the first down as the pile continues to move. And, well, that offensive line can't say enough about those guys.
No, and we're still going.
Look at that. Finally, they wrestle McMullen out of bounds down at about, looks like he's going to be spotted out about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, and this offensive line, you know, last year they undoubtedly took some licks. You know, starting a bunch of young guys, but those guys have grown up and they've gotten bigger and stronger, and they love that weight room and they love each other, and you're just seeing what could be the strength of this Blazer football team.
Sure looking that way right now. Fresh set of downs for the Blazers from the Colt 27 with 4:38 to play in the half. Valley View leads 14-6. Twins to the near side and to the right. Turley out of the gun. Actually, they were pistol this time. I believe that's McMullen in as the running back. Pop pass over the right side. That's complete for a short gain. Play is finally blown dead. We'll see how much we picked up there. About 3 or 2, I think.
Yeah, I went to Zyke Irvin there on that quick pass, and he picked up good 5 yards. I thought he ran hard, and he got popped a couple times.
He did. He was again proven tough to tackle, and it's going to be a pickup of about 5. It'll bring up 2nd and 5. Line of scrimmage will be the 24-yard line of Rivercrest. 4:07 to play in the half. Blazers up by 1 score. It's 14-6. Twin trips to the near side, 1 to the right. Turley rolling near side, out of the gun, fires downfield. He's got Harmon, I believe. Harmon fights forward. He's got the first down inside the 15. Knocked out of bounds at about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, really nice pitch and catch there from Carson Turley to Jackson Harmon, and Harmon, after he secured that football, he tiptoed down that sideline and gained about 3 or 4 more yards.
Line of scrimmage will be the 13. It's a first down from there for Valley View. Clock winding and ticking, 3:38 to play in the half. Blazers trying to go up 2 scores before halftime. Pitch out to McMullen on the right side. He's going to be caught and thrown for a loss. As soon as he stopped and hesitated, they were all over him.
Yeah, and Marcus Slayton was unblocked. Somebody missed an assignment right there, and that is one big, strong, athletic dude that you don't want to meet, and Matt McMullen did.
So the loss will be back to the 17-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 14 with just over 3 minutes to play in the half. Again, the line of scrimmage is the 17-yard line. Inside 3 to play now in the half. Trips to the right, twins to the left. Turley alone in the backfield. Looking to throw. Fires complete to Harmon. Harmon gets a block and goes down at about the 16-yard line, so only a gain of about 1, maybe 2 there.
Pass is complete. Jackson Harmon on the reception.
That'll bring up 3rd
making the stop.
and about 12 for Valley View. Ball will be spotted to 15 after the spot.
Yeah, it's a big play here. A couple of reasons. Number one, you're on this left hash here, and if you're going to try to kick the field goal, you want to try to get towards the middle. Yeah. But going up 2 scores right here before halftime on the road would be huge. So it's a big play.
10 seconds left on the play clock. Looks like Valley View is probably going to let it wind down and then take a timeout, I think. They do.
Yeah.
So 2:06 left in the half. Blazers take a timeout. When we resume, they will face 3rd and 12 from the 15-yard line of Rivercrest. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Tired of slow internet? Feel like you're stuck in the old days? It's time to catch up with Empower, delivered by Craighead Electric. Thanks to Empower, you don't have to wait for high-speed internet. Our new cutting-edge technology makes our services more reliable and faster than the competition. Call 870-336-0999 to check internet availability in your area. That's 870-336-0999. Empower, high-speed internet for your neck of the woods.
2:06 left to play in the first half. Valley View trying to punch another score in before halftime. They lead it 14-6 here at Cortez Kennedy Field against Rivercrest. They face 3rd and 12 from the 15. Out of the timeout as the offense makes their way back out onto the field. They'll snap it off the left hash. 2 receivers wide each side. Cauble is the running back on Turley's right hip, working out of the gun.
Looks like pressure's coming.
They'll bring a man in motion to the near side. Turley back to throw. Fires over the
Vertical
middle.
strike there.
Made, and that was
Mark Wilson.
Mark Wilson, who makes the catch over the middle for Valley View on the slant to the inside. And the Blazers have their 3rd touchdown of the half.
And I'll tell you what, Carson Turley has had some big plays in his football career, but I don't know if I've seen him throw a better ball than that right there. Pressure was coming from his left and just threw a strike on that slant to Mark Wilson.
So we await the extra point kick from Brody Dix. Matt Bo Smith is the holder. The kick is in the air, and it's good. 2:01 to play in the half. The Blazers extend their lead to 21-6. We'll return in 30 seconds with Blazer football on the EAB Sports Network.
For me, rice farming isn't a profession. It's been my life for more than 30 years. And as owner of Delta Plains Seed, I've been the region's Rice Tech leader for more than a decade. Every planting season, I'm in the fields right along with you, and we're figuring out how to make sure bushels mean dollars together. From selecting your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery and one-on-one consultation, I'd like to help your rice fields see more profit this season. I'm Terry Gray at Delta Plains Seed. Call me today at 870-249-3447. Let's talk about your best rice options.
2 minutes, 1 second remaining in the half. The Blazers gone up another score. It's 21-6. This time they cover 46 yards in 9 plays. And really impressed with what we've seen from this offense so far tonight, Coach.
Yeah, and they've come at you from different looks. I think that we found something with that big package. It's been successful this year, but it's more been a goal line package. Tonight, they've used it all over the field and just driven it on Rivercrest. And then that time we went with the traditional set, and gosh, what a strike from Carson Turley to Mark Wilson.
Yeah, Turley to Wilson from 9 yards out. The Blazers lead 21-6 after the extra point kick by Brody Dix. Here's Wyatt Oldham with this kickoff. He'll kick it deep. It'll be gathered in and fumbled. Now they pick it back up and drop for a loss. That'll be a negative return for Rivercrest back inside the 20.
I'm going to say the special team coach likes that one a little bit better. As we went with the angled kick, and it went to Rayner, but it was a low ball. It was kind of a line drive, not where he could catch it clean and go. He had trouble with it, and our special teams was right there.
Looks like they're going to give him the 20 as the line of scrimmage. So they'll start from their own 20. 1:55 to play in the half. Blazers up 21-6. Rivercrest will start off the left hash. They'll send 3 receivers to the right. And we've got Rayner back in as a quarterback, it looks like. 1 receiver will go wide left over on the far sideline. Now they'll bring a man in motion. Rayner shows it to the motion man, keeps it, runs across the middle, slips 1 tackle, and fights his way forward across the 25 to about the 27 or 8 yard line. Nice pickup there by Mike Rayner.
Yeah, he did a great job of making that first man miss, got to our second level, and then thankfully we had Brian Huff and Carson Winters there to clean things up.
Got about 8.5. It'll be, we'll call it 2nd and 2. From the 28. Trips to the near side. 1 receiver off to the left. Actually, it's twins to the left. Rayner's alone in the backfield. Here comes pressure, and he slips it runs left, breaks another tackle, and this time this succumbs to the numbers, but still fights forward across the 30 to about the 31.
Michael Rayner on the quarterback.
Well, you got to love the effort that kid shows.
Yeah, no, he's a football player. He's a tough kid, and there's no quit in him for sure.
Got the first down.
Got the first down. The clock will stop while they move the sticks. This half isn't over.
No, absolutely not. Fresh set of downs for the Colts from their own 31. Again, they'll go with trips to the right. One receiver to the left, one man in the backfield along with Rayner. Rayner's going to keep it running right, and Carson Winters among those in to get to him first after a short gain of about 2, maybe 3 over the right side.
They've got a Rivercrest timeout on that play.
So that'll stop the clock with 51 seconds left in the half. Rivercrest burns a timeout. When we return to play, they will face 2nd and 8 from their own 33. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Valley View leads it 21-6 on the EAB Sports Network.
First Community Bank believes that community is everything. Our promise to stand by our customers is important in the good times, but even more important in the hard times too. As economic recovery begins, we want you to know that we are here for you. We will keep loaning money, financing homes, helping small business, and supporting this community. Banking local is more important than ever. We invite you to make the switch to First Community Bank, your local community bank.
First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. Offer of credit subject to credit approval.
51 seconds left in the half. Rivercrest faces 2nd and 8 from their 33. Colts with the football. Blazers leading it 21-6. Impressive first half thus far by Valley View. Here come the Colts. This time it's 2 receivers to each side.
I think they got Washington at quarterback this time.
And Washington returns to take the snaps. It's a double handoff. It's a flea flicker. They'll let it go downfield. Got a receiver, and he just missed him. Boy, the Blazers dodged a bullet there. The intended receiver was Rayner, and it was just beyond his fingertips.
It sure was. And there were 5 guys back there, and only one of them was wearing red, and that was Rayner. And he nearly made that play. Just about another 4 or 5 inches. It was a well-thrown ball. It just a little bit deep.
So the Blazers catch a break there. It'll bring up 3rd and 8 for Rivercrest from the 33 with 44 seconds left until halftime. Washington looks like it's going to stay in at quarterback. Is that Rayner off to the top up there to the left? 2 receivers are wide to each side. Washington back to throw, looking for Rayner. Catch made for the first down. They tackle him for a stop at about the 45-yard line. It'll move the chains for Rivercrest with 38 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think we went prevent there, but Washington knew as soon as we backed up a couple steps who he was going to, and that was a good game.
First down from the 45. Washington back to throw. Sets up. Let's go with this one. That ball is overthrown. It'll be incomplete.
You know, right there, I am surprised we didn't see a flag on Jay Mormon.
I'm a little bit surprised too.
It was inadvertent, but he ran into their receiver, and we could have got that flag and really couldn't have said a whole lot about it.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10, 26 and a half seconds remaining for the Colts from their own 45-yard line. Ball just shy of midfield. Again, 26 seconds, 26.5 seconds left to be exact here in the half. Twins to the right and to the left. They'll bring a man in motion to the near side. Quarterback throws it to him in the backfield. That's a live ball. It's a lateral, and they'll foul on it for a loss back at about. Actually, it's still loose. It's scooped up for Valley View. Brian Huff grabs it, and it's going to be Blazer football at the 14-yard line.
What a huge play for the Blazers. Now they got 15 seconds here with 2 timeouts. There's a lot of options there.
Absolutely. So the line of scrimmage will be the 13, and Valley View will get the ball back with 14.7 seconds left in the half. An excellent opportunity to put some more points on the board before the half.
Looks like so.
We have a timeout.
Valley View's calling
Blazers
timeout.
will take a timeout. So we'll take the timeout with them. 14.7 seconds left in the half. Valley View leads 21-6, but they're not done yet. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network. Test 1, 2. Okay, David, I'm not hearing anything. Are we still connected? Okay. For some reason I can't hear you anymore, but as long as we're connected. Text me a go when we're finished with the break. We welcome you back to Cortez Kennedy Field. Valley View with another opportunity to put some points on the board before halftime. They lead 21-6. They've got a first down after the turnover on the fumble recovery and return by Brian Huff. They'll have it first down at the Rivercrest 13. Twins to the left, Trips to the right. Turley out of the gun. He's back to throw. Sets up, flushed, rolling right. Rolling right. Now he's going to tuck, and now he fires. He's got a receiver open, but he missed him. That should have been caught probably, but
yeah,
Zaki Irvin couldn't haul it in.
I think he was too wide open.
Yeah, I think he was probably shocked at how open he was, and as a result, he kind of dropped the ball just out of disbelief of being as open as he was.
Yeah, and the thing about that is since we had to flush out of the pocket, that took almost 8 seconds. And so really, I mean, the way it stands right now, you may have a quick pass to the end zone and one more play, but this may be the last play of the half.
6.9 seconds left. Blazers will send Trips to the right, Harmon to the near side. Looking for Harmon on the fade pattern. That ball is incomplete. And it stops the clock with 2.6 seconds left, so time to get a field goal off here for Valley View, if that's what they elect to do. I'm not sure they're going to do that.
I think they're going to call timeout and talk about it.
Yeah. So 2.6 seconds left. We have a timeout on the field. Valley View leads 21-6. We'll return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network. Okay, just text me to go. Give me the go text, because again, I can't hear you. I'm not sure what happened. But .6 seconds left as we welcome you back to Cortez Kennedy Field. Valley View will line up for a field goal here, I believe. Bo Smith will hold. Brody Dix will attempt. This will be a 30-yard attempt on probably the last play of the half, barring a penalty. Here's the snap. Kick is in the air. It's on the way, and it is good. So the Blazers put 3 more on the board. There's a flag down, so let's have everything.
I think that's going to be a roughing call. And I don't know. I don't think that carries over, does it? Probably be declined, and we'll take the points.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that's correct, Coach. But before we throw the break, we'll make sure what they're going to do. They're going to the White Hat's going to go over and talk with Sean Cockrell. So I think they're declining the penalty, it would appear, although still not certain of that yet. Awaiting the word from the referee. Kick is good.
Penalty is roughing the kicker.
And you're right, Coach. It was a roughing the kicker. So that will end the half as Valley View declines the penalty and takes the points. And the Blazers go to the locker room with a 24-6 lead after 2 quarters of play. A dominant first half here by the team wearing blue and gold. We'll step aside for a 3-minute timeout. Back to recap the first half when we return in 3 minutes on the EAB Sports Network. against Poplar Bluff, and then in that second half, they really flexed their muscle, and it's continued. That momentum has continued through the first half of this game.
Yeah, and if you look, the coaches are working the guys down there. They got them off their feet, and in this beautiful new facility that Rivercrest has, I believe the one thing they left out, probably by design, was a visitor locker room that's connected to the facility. So if you wanted to go to it, you have to go over to the high school, which is about probably 200 yards away. So they've elected to get off their feet down here in the end zone. And, hey, we keep playing like this, we may just need to just get down to the end zone at home.
That's a good point. Yeah, hopefully the second half will emerge as strong as the first half did for Valley View. Let's recap scoring from the first half. Valley View got on the board first at the 51-second mark of the first period. A 6-yard run from Carson Turley that capped off a 9-play, 50-yard scoring drive for the Blazers. Brody Dix kicked the extra point, and that put Valley View up 7-0 at that point. The Blazers would score, actually Rivercrest would score on the ensuing kickoff just about 12 seconds later, 39-second mark of the opening frame. They returned the ensuing kickoff 57 yards from Jason Stovall. The extra point kick was blocked by Dedrick Bournes, and that set the score at 7-6, with Valley View up 1 at the end of the first period. The Blazers would get 3 scores in the second period, the first one coming at the 7:53 mark of the second frame on a 1-yard run by Carson Turley. That drive covering 6 plays and 48 yards unofficially, capped off by Brody Dix's extra point kick, put the Blazers up 14-6 at that point. They would score again with 2:01 to play until halftime. This time a 15-yard pass from Turley to Mark Wilson. That drive covering 46 yards in 9 plays unofficially. Brody Dix again connecting on the extra point kick. Valley View up 21-6 at that point. And then Brian Huff got a turnover when I believe it was a bad snap, wasn't it?
Yeah, tough snap.
Snap went bad for Rivercrest, and Huff was able to scoop it up and run it back several yards, returned it down to the 13-yard line. So that set up what officially will go down as a 3-play, 0-yard scoring drive for Valley View that resulted in Brody Dix's first field goal of the season, a 30-yarder with 2 seconds remaining in the half as the last play of the half, and Valley View leads it 24-6 here at the half. So that's how the first half went, as the Blazers were dominant in the first 2 quarters. We'll step aside for 3 minutes, back with more halftime on the Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report when we return with 3 minutes. Again, Valley View leads it 21-6. This is Blazer football on the EAB Sports Network.
Evolve Bank and Trust is now bringing full-service banking to Jonesboro. To celebrate, we're offering you $200 extra. Just open a new checking account with Evolve. Have at least 2 qualifying direct deposits of $500 or more within 90 days. Then we'll deposit $200 extra into your account. It's just that easy. Open a new Evolve checking account and receive an extra $200 in your account, plus free checks for a year. Restrictions apply. Visit getevolved.com/special promotion for more details, or come in and see us at 111 East Huntington Avenue, Suite A, or call us at 870-933-2480. That's 870-933-2480. Evolve Bank and Trust, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Follow me on a new healthcare journey, full of possibilities. Experience world-class care delivered by friends, family, and neighbors right here in your community, bringing industry-leading technology to you, not the other way around. Your health record, your appointment scheduling, and your medications all in one place, and your lab results delivered the instant they're recorded. Do we look at healthcare differently? Absolutely. Experience the difference, and you will too. NEA Baptist, healthcare for the next century.
You've been told banks with branches don't have the digital capabilities you need. But why not have the best of both worlds? At First National Bank, we have all the online banking tools you could ever need. Plus, if you need something, we have real people in real places near you. Digital, with branches, and real people. We know you can't be everywhere at once, but we can be anywhere you are. Check it, snap it, track it, pay it, move it, and ask it, anywhere. First National Bank, putting you first, always.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Get huge savings now at every Kavanaugh dealership. Kavanaugh has a great selection of late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every make, every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy at Kavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle, get a check. Come see us today at one of our dealerships or go to CavanaughCars.com.
The home team at Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to welcome Dr. Asa Schneickel. Dr. Schneickel is an ACE State alum and is Northeast Arkansas's only joint revision surgeon, specializing in several forms of joint replacement. He joins the Jonesboro Sports and Orthopedics team with more than 40 years experience in getting you back in the game. So if you have a sports injury, just some nagging aches, or even need help with concussion management, call JOSM at 932-1820 to schedule an appointment. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, excelling in our field so you can excel on yours.
We welcome you back to Cortez Kennedy Field here on the Rivercrest campus. Randy Myers under the headset in the NEA Baptist broadcast position as we continue along with our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report. Two things I want to acknowledge right now. We're seeing something pretty special going on right now with the performance of the Rivercrest Colt Marching Band. This is one of these moments that I consider kind of the beauty of high school football in Arkansas. One of their starting offensive linemen for Rivercrest, Colton Ball, is currently leading the marching band in their halftime performance right now as their drum major. This is I wouldn't quite say it's an only in Arkansas moment, but it just, to me, personifies the beauty of high school football in this state, particularly at a smaller school. I mean, you don't see that in too many places. I've seen a couple of times before where I've been doing this, where I've seen football players out on the field playing an instrument with their band at halftime. I've never seen one actually leading the band in their halftime performance. So I just wanted to acknowledge that because that's a pretty special thing, I think. Another thing I want to talk about here for a moment, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, we've been attempting to stream our broadcast here for going back to last season. We've had a lot of hiccups along the way. I mentioned earlier that we had some internet issues. It's my understanding we have those straightened out now, so I believe that, as I understand it, we are now streaming live on the Blazer News Network's Facebook page. So if you're interested, you can watch the streaming broadcast with video and our audio on Facebook Live on the Blazer News Network page. And I want to give a shout out to Taylor Settlemeyer and his student crew who are helping us on the technical end of that part of the broadcast. The crew members include camera operators Carter Zipfel, Jacarius Reynolds, and Cody Austin. The assistant director and graphics operator is Kylan Bigham. And again, the crew chief is their instructor, Taylor Settlemeyer. So again, streaming live right now on Facebook Live on the Blazer News Network's Facebook page. And we hope to be doing that throughout the rest of the season for all the road games. The home games, of course, stream behind the paywall on the NFHS network. That's a contract that was already in place. There's really nothing we can do about, but right now we're streaming live on Facebook. Also understand the game will be replayed on the Facebook Live page for the Blazer News Network, possibly also on our YouTube page, which is the Valley View Blazers, the EAB Sports Network Valley View Blazers YouTube page. So available live right now on Facebook, and also the replay live on Facebook as well as YouTube, hopefully after the game ends. So we appreciate the Valley View High School video crew helping us out with our live streaming broadcast tonight as well. We continue along with our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime. We'll step aside for 2 minutes. We're back with more from Rivercrest. Valley View leads it 24-6 after the break. This is Blazer football on the EAB Sports Network.
Is your family here? Did every July 4th here? Refinished the floors here twice. Sized up your daughter's boyfriends here? Waited in the doorway all day when your son was coming home on leave. This place has given you all you've dreamed of, and now it's giving again in the form of a gourmet kitchen and the quietest dishwasher known to man. Realize your dream with a home equity line of credit from Simmons Bank. Dreams realized. SimmonsBank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
It's a mix and match special now at all Jonesboro area Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any two for $5.99 each for carryout or $6.99 each for delivery. How about a medium 2-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, salad, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The mix and match special with any two for only $5.99 each for carryout or $6.99 each for delivery. Only at your Jonesboro area Domino's Pizza locations. What a horrible call! What's the matter with you, ref? You seriously need some glasses.
Honey, that's the mascot.
Oh, guess I need glasses too.
Elite Eye Care can help fans and officials alike. 1000 Windover Road in Jonesboro and 1515 West Kings Highway in Paragould. Schedule today at EliteEyeCareAndOptical.com or call 972-6040. That's 972-6040. Elite Eye Care. Your vision is our focus.
The Glensane family of dealerships salutes all of our first responders, the heroes who serve our local communities and our country. As a token of our appreciation, the Glensane family will host First Responder Appreciation Day, Monday, September 12th. From 11 until 1, Glensane will have free lunch for all area first responders, plus a chance to win some cool prizes. That's this Monday, September 12th, from 11 until 1 at the Glensane locations in Paragould, Kennett, and Rector. Glensane, God bless our troops, and God bless our first responders.
We welcome you back to Cortez Kennedy's Field. Randy Myers along with Coach Jason Smith as we continue along with our Cabin Auto Group halftime report, looking in on some of the other area games that are underway across Northeast Arkansas tonight. Nettleton, the Raiders are at home tonight at Raider Field against Blytheville for their final non-conference tune-up. Brooklyn is also underway in their final non-conference tune-up on the road at Pocahontas. Truman at home tonight against Manila. Harrisburg playing host to Palestine Wheatley. West Memphis is at Jacksonville. Marion is at home tonight against El Dorado in the 6A East. Also in the 6A East, Greene County Tech playing its first conference game since moving up to 6A as they host Little Rock Catholic tonight at Tech Field. Paragould is at home tonight against Hoxie. Batesville playing host to Harrison. Southside is on the road at Heber Springs. Cave City is at Melbourne tonight. Gosnell's at home against Osceola. Highland is at Piggott. Corning is at home against Earl. Walnut Ridge visiting EPC. Cross County at Carlisle. And Wynn making the long trek across the state to Fort Smith Southside. What's first of two long back-to-back road trips for Wynn? They go to Magnolia next week, Coach.
Yeah, and you know, and one thing about Wynn and the program that they have over there is that sometimes local non-conferences is just not going to happen. But you know, one thing about those guys is you know that they'll play anybody, anywhere, anytime, and the flip side of that is that next year they'll have two home games with those two schools having to make that long trip themselves.
Absolutely, and they will certainly be road tested after those two trips. Next week the Blazers will be off. They'll have an open date. Several schools next week will be off. Gosh, looking ahead at next week's schedule, these are the teams, at least a dozen or so teams are going to be off next week. Valley View is off, Brooklyn is off, Nettleton is off, Paragould, Batesville, Rivercrest, Gosnell are all off next week. Harrisburg, Highland, Pocahontas, Manila, Osceola, Cross County, Earl, and McCrory, all with open dates next week. Of course, Jonesboro is off tonight, and they will be back at home next week. Their final non-conference tune-up against Center Hill out of Olive Branch, Mississippi. So that's a look at some of the other action going on tonight, as well as next week. Also, some other games going on next week. Greene County Tech making the talk about long road trips. I got to go to El Dorado next week. Marion will be at home against Jacksonville. West Memphis will be at Sheridan. Forest City at home against Stuttgart. Wynn, as we mentioned, on the road to Magnolia. Cave City will be at Camden, Harmony Grove. There's another long trip. Westside heads to Heber Springs next week. Blytheville will be at Riverview and Searcy. Truman is at Newport. Hoxie's at home against Melbourne. Piggott will be at Mark Tree next week. Walnut Ridge will be at home against Salem. EPC plays host to Corning. Couple of 8-man games next week. Cedar Ridge will host Fountain Lake, and Rector will be at home against Izard County, which is playing football for the first time this season. We've got time for another break. We'll pause for 2 minutes and back with more in a moment. Again, Valley View leads Rivercrest 24-6 at the half on the EAB Sports Network.
Farmers and Merchants Bank announces the lobby of our new branch in Jonesboro is now open. The drive-thru is an MVP center with live video tellers 7 to 7 weekdays and 9 to noon on Saturdays. So in addition to our beautiful bank on Highland, you can also visit our new branch at the corner of Southwest Drive and Parker. More MVPs, more ATMs, more me banking at Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
Valley View High School Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Paragould and Jonesboro, we go the distance for you.
A-State football and the Social Jonesboro are the perfect winning combination for game day. The Social has an amazing, delicious, fantastic, and tasty menu that goes perfect for pre or post game. Plus, the official Red Wolves away game watch party takes place at the Social. What we're saying is, it does not get any better than the Social on Red Wolves game day. The name says it all. Get social at The Social and get ready to howl with fellow A-State Red Wolves fans on every game day. The Social at Greensboro Village in Jonesboro.
This is Keith Baird with Baird Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our community together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Welcome back to Cortez Kennedy Field. Randy Myers along with Coach Jason Smith. Halftime starting to wind down. Got a few halftime scores from some of those other area games that we were discussing earlier to pass along to you now. Looks like Brooklyn down big against Pocahontas at halftime. The Redskins lead the Bearcats 34-8 in that one. Nettleton's up on Blytheville 7-6 at halftime. And Greene County Tech and Catholic are right before the half, with Catholic leading the Eagles 16-8. Got to admit, I'm a little bit surprised by that score, Coach.
Yeah, it was 16-0. I don't know a whole lot about it, but that Greene County Tech team, I think that they're going to have trouble scoring, but defensively they're pretty sound. The tough thing about them moving to 6A, and Jonesboro's dealt with it, but it's a 9-team league now, and so this was a conference opener against Little Rock Catholic, and then next week, you have Ford mentioned, they're going to make a conference game trip down to El Dorado, and so they only had one non-conference game. They had a bye week, and then the rest of the schedule is it's a 9-team conference, so you're playing every week.
That's a tough situation for Tech to be in, as they transition up from 5A to 6A. They were starting to establish themselves in 5A the last couple of years, and now they got to make that move, that jump up to 6A, and you only get to play one non-conference game before you start league play. That's a tough break.
It really is, and you're right. Coach Morgan and those guys have done a good job of kind of stabilizing that program, and then they moved to 6A, and their numbers, they've never been a team that has 85 guys. It's always been a 50, 60-man team, and I think that the last I heard, they had 48 healthy guys, and you play 9 straight weeks with 48, then it's going to be tough.
While we're on the subject of Greene County Tech, how has your first year there as the girls coach been?
It's been great. Coach. It's really been good. Just getting to know the lay of the land, so to speak, but it's a great school district. I've enjoyed it. The kids have been working hard. We got a lot of work to do because they graduated. They had 10 seniors last year on their girls basketball team, and so really there's only one girl who had any varsity experience coming back. But anything we've asked, they've done, and it's been exciting and good for me personally. But it's a good school district, and of course, I am undefeated right now. So it's great. It's great right now. Ask me again in mid-January, it may be different, but it's good folks up there.
Well, I'm glad it's working out for you. One other thing I wanted to ask you about while we got a moment here, on I guess more of a personal note, but of course, as I think most everybody knows, you of course are the father of number 15 for the Blazers, Bo Kidd Smith. And I understand Bo is getting some interest on the small college level to perhaps continue his football career.
Yeah, I mean, he's right now he has 6 scholarship offers. You know, he has 1 Division II offer. And then he actually has 2 Division II offers, one for an 11-man team, and then he has a sprint football offer, which is interesting.
That's 180 pounds and under, right?
Right. You know, and so it's a situation to where, you know, he's got some choices to make. We got a big ACT. Bigger than this game tonight is the ACT tomorrow that we really need to do well on. But he wants to play, and I think I said on the air he wants to coach. And as much as I've tried to talk him out of it, that's kind of his. That's all he knows really, and that's what he wants to do. And so, been proud of him. He's a worker, man. He really is.
Well, we wish him well in his endeavors, and certainly have enjoyed watching him, and also look forward to see him suit up for the basketball team this year as well. We're set to begin the second half as we wrap up our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report. Valley View, as if things weren't going well enough, they're going to get the ball to start the second half. Got 2 men back to return Mike Rayner's kick for Rivercrest. And this is going to be a low line drive kick. It'll be fielded off the bounce. I believe that's Mormon who's got it. And he returns it up to the 30-yard line before he's wrapped up. And Rayner make the kick and the tackle.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting first series here. First thing you want to do is you want to see how Valley View comes out and what adjustments they made. If they go big, if they go traditional, what they do. And then I'm really anxious to see when they do go big, what Rivercrest counters with, because you know Coach Fleming and those guys, they've got something planned for that running attack.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Here come the Blazers. They will send Harmon split wide to the near side. 2 receivers to the right. Out of the pistol set, Turley hands it off to Slade Caldwell. Running right, Caldwell hits the hole hard and punches it out to about the 37-yard line. Pickup of about 6 or 7 there, Coach.
Yeah, and that trip they went with the 3 wide receivers. They went with the H-back, and you know, that's only Slade third or 4th carry tonight, and he has fresh legs, and he ran that one hard.
And he had 90 yards last week at Poplar Bluff.
Yeah, and he's a workhorse, and you know, he hasn't done anything. It's just been they haven't used this package much.
Trips to the right, twin receivers to the left, actually 2 to the right and 2 to the left. This is a delayed handoff. Is that Urban or McMullen? That's McMullen, I believe. And
I think it's Caldwell.
Maybe Caldwell. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. It was Caldwell. And I believe he got the first down before he got wrapped up by the jersey and thrown back.
He got that first down, and I don't know how that young man who came blitzing in from the linebacker spot wasn't offsides, but they let that play go on, and Slade got a good, tough 4.5–5 yards.
So the line of scrimmage will be the 41. 1 minute deep into the third period. Rivercrest showing blitz. Valley View with a long snap count. Twins to the left and right. Turley might be changing the play here. He's back to throw. Sets up, fires complete. Slips the first tackle, has the first down into Rivercrest territory, and finally knocked out of bounds down at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Zyke Irvin, another good gain there, and you know, he's just getting better and better.
Sure is.
Electric top player for the Blazers.
So well-executed play there gives Valley View a fresh set of downs on the Rivercrest side of the 50. The 44 will be the line of scrimmage with 10:35 to play in the third. Blazers lead 24-6. They'll send Trips in motion to the near side. And Turley throws it complete to Bo Smith out of the backfield. He's got some blockers and gets left up at about the 40-yard line, thrown down by Kobe Turner.
On the reception.
And there's a flag down in the backfield.
Yeah, I'm afraid that was coming back. I think that Mark Wilson held behind the play, just an inexperienced play. You know, Mark's a senior, but I don't think he played football last year.
I think you're right. And first year out.
You know, probably just learning how to play the game.
Yeah. So the holding penalty will result in a step off back to the other side of the 50, and the new line of scrimmage will be the Blazer 45 with 10:26 to play in the third.
Blazers will be backed up to their own 45.
First and a little over 20.
Correction, first and 21.
Call it 21. 2 receivers wide to the left and right. Turley out of the gun. I believe that's Caldwell on his right hip. And And again, we have whistles and flags just as the ball is snapped.
Penalty before the snap.
So we'll see what that's about. Looks like it's going to be a false start or a procedure penalty against Valley View.
Yeah, and we're coming out this half, you know, it looked so crisp early. We're coming out this half, had a couple of good, strong runs, and now it seems like we're shooting ourselves in the foot here and playing a little bit sloppy.
Yep, sloppy is definitely the word that comes to my mind. So now it'll be first and about 26 from the 40. Again, 10:25 to play in the third period. Blazers are up 24-6. Twins left and right. Pistol set this time. Turley and McMullen in the backfield. Actually, it's Cobble. Cobble running right and nowhere to go. He is dropped for a loss back at the 35.
Yeah, and that was blowing up. You know, Rivercrest, they're bringing pressure every single play, and you know, sometimes they guess right, and that time they certainly did. There was nowhere. As soon as Slade received that football, there was nowhere to go.
37 will be the line of scrimmage. So it's now third and about 28, roughly. Valley View brings trips to the near side. One single receiver off to the right. Turley back to throw, rolling near side on play action, looking downfield, looking for Zaki Irvin. The ball knocked down greatly, very well played by Austin Elrod in the secondary there for Rivercrest.
Yeah, Elrod played that perfectly. What you'd like to see there from Zaki is maybe go make a play on the ball instead of waiting for it to come to you. But gosh, that was perfect. That was textbook by Elrod there as far as the D-back.
Third and 28 for Valley View, 9:41 to play in the third.
Third and 29 for the Blazers.
I would guess that we go conservative here just to kind of to get out of this series.
Trips to the near side. One receiver off to the top at the right. Turley's back to throw.
What do I know?
Middle. Sets up. Looking for his man and couldn't quite rein it in with double coverage.
That shows why I coach basketball, Randy. It was a well-thrown ball, just another good play threw into double coverage there, but only Mark made that catch. I think that the Rivercrest Colt got his hand on it, and we're going to punt.
So Turley will drop back to punt. Line of scrimmage, again, is the 37-yard line of Valley View, and Rayner goes back to set up for the Rivercrest return. Kick is away. This is a nice high kick up in the lights. There will be no returns. It goes over Rayner's head. Takes a Rivercrest bounce, and Valley View will down it at about the 29-yard line. As Nick Gamble got on the ball for Valley View.
First and 10 Colts.
Yeah, and you see that more and more in high school football where the quarterback becomes the punter. And you know, I think you'd said that Carson was averaging about 33 yards a punt, and that's really what you want. You know, you're not going to get booms of 45, 50 yards out of your quarterback a lot, but he's good at placing it, and that time it got up in the lights like you said, and it flipped the field.
Line of scrimmage is the 29 for Rivercrest. They'll send Twins wide each side, bring a man in motion to the near side. They'll give it off to Kobe Turner. Turner looking to turn the corner on the left side, and he's close to first down yardage. Up near the 39 at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that might have been the strongest run of the half for the Rivercrest. And Kobe Turner, you know, and once he hit that edge, he nearly took it to the house.
It is a first down, so they'll stop the clock to move the change with 9:17 to play in the third. Rivercrest will have a first down from their own 39. They lead or trail Valley View 24-6. Bring a man in motion to the near side, give it off on the delayed draw across the middle, and I believe
that's Turner again for 9.
And again, he's close to first down yardage.
Yeah, he's running strong, and you know, they're not out of this football game. They can keep it on the ground and make this thing really interesting quick.
They face second and less than a yard here from the Colt 48, 8:54 to play, third period. Valley View ahead 24-6. Twins to the near side and to the left. Washington is the quarterback, gives it off to Turner. Turner got the first down as he just crossed midfield to about the Blazer 49. Short game, but enough to move the sticks for Rivercrest.
There's our middle linebacking core again on that stop. I don't know how many tackles that Cooper Lutz and Jaden Wills had last year, but by the end of this season, those two guys, they may be right at that number.
Would not surprise me. First down for Rivercrest from the Blazer 49. Man in motion to the near side. The quarterback drops it, picks it back up, gets rid of it, and a catch for a short gain to Rayner out in the flats over there on the far side. Washington to Mike Rayner.
Yeah, short game, but that was a nice play by Washington to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, that could have been a disastrous play for him, but he recovered quickly off the drop ball. Brings up 2nd and 8 from the Valley View 47. Inside 8 minutes to play in the period. Valley View ahead 24-6. Colts will send 2 receivers to the right and to the left. Washington back to throw, completes it in the backfield, and making the catch for short yardage is Jacavian Williams. It'll bring up 3rd and short for the Colts.
Yeah, they ran that play a couple times first half for disastrous results, but that time I think that was actually a forward pass, and it was positive yardage for the Colts.
3rd and 4 for Rivercrest from the 43 of Valley View. Motion man to the near side, give it off to Turner. Turner breaks to the outside. He's got the first down and tripped up right after he crosses the first down marker. But it's enough to move the chains again for Rivercrest.
Yeah, and if Daquan Galloway doesn't make that tackle right there, it's probably 6. He did a good job. He was engaged. He broke loose at the last second and upended Turner.
Line of scrimmage is the Blazer 37. 7 minutes remaining in the period. 2 receivers to each side. And in motion to the far side, they complete the short pass to Stovall, I believe.
Elrod.
It was Elrod who made that catch.
Yeah, and it was Jay Mormon closed quickly. You see why he's a Harding signee or a commit right there, is that his closing speed was really nice.
Got it to the 33, so it'll bring up 2nd and about 6 for Rivercrest. This is some of their best field position of the night. Motion man to the near side, running play to the near side, and the runner is knocked out of bounds. We'll see. Have a Stovall on the carry, gets down near the 30.
This feels like a big 3rd down right here for the Valley View Blazer defense.
This will be this is the 8th play of the drive coming up the line of scrimmage. Is the Blazer 30. It's 3rd and 3 for Rivercrest. 6:17 to play in the period. Blazers up 24-6. Got a motion man to the near side. Give it off to Turner over the middle, and Turner close to the first down. I think he got it, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah, it looks like he got that first down. They may measure.
It's awful close.
First down.
First down. Yep. So move the chains for Rivercrest as they keep the drive alive. This drive began at their own 29. This is by far the best possession for their offensive unit tonight. Their only score was a special team score on the kickoff return late in the first period. But they're on the move right now. Twins to the right and to the left. Washington throws complete in the backfield over on the left side, making the catch with Elrod. He slips a tackle and he's into the end zone. Now the ball comes loose, but I believe he got it back.
He did.
And Rivercrest has its 2nd touchdown of the night on the pass completion to Alston Elrod.
Yeah, Washington, it was a nice ball, pitch and catch, but all that play was Elrod. I mean, he should have been down at least twice on that play. And then he gets to the end zone, he bobbles it, and he catches it back himself, and is in for 6. This one's not over.
It looks like they'll go for 2 here on the conversion attempt.
They'll go for the 2-point conversion.
Quarterback, Washington, rolling right and fires incomplete on the conversion attempt. So the Blazers again turn away the conversion of the PAT attempt for Rivercrest. So with 5:30 to play in the 3rd period, Valley View's lead is cut in half. It's now 24-12. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Hiring other AC companies can be risky. Aside from being unlicensed and uninsured, they may not have the skills needed to get the job done correctly. You can trust Moore Air Conditioning to do the job right. Our technicians are highly qualified, background checked, and expertly trained. So next time, get Bo in the van and call Moore Air Conditioning, 870-336-2023, or visit us at mooreac.com.
You deserve more, don't settle for less.
We welcome you back to Cortez Kennedy Field. Things getting a bit more interesting as Rivercrest has scored its second touchdown of the night. This time the Colts, with their best offensive possession by far of the evening. They cover 71 yards in 9 plays unofficially, capped off by Cavante Washington's 30-yard pass to Austin Elrod. They went for 2 and missed, and it's now 24-12 with 5.5 minutes. Here's the Colt kickoff. Dropped. And still up for grabs, and Rivercrest may have it back. Still awaiting a signal. Not sure who's got the ball here. Valley View says we've got it.
Wow, well. And also, I'm going to say that down at the bottom of that pile, Rivercrest had it momentarily, but thankfully, it looked like Ian Gardner may have been the strongest arms at the bottom of a pile and dodged a huge bullet for the Blazers there.
So Valley View will get it at the 31-yard line after the miscue, and that has definitely been, I guess if there's been a negative tonight, it's been fielding kickoffs and punts, Coach.
Yeah, and it seems like that they're doing a really good job. I don't know if it's by design or just by luck, but they're doing a really good job of placing it between lines, that everybody's trying to catch the football off of their shoestrings.
So Valley View will start from the 21.
They're going big.
McMullen. Package. McMullen is the running back. Turley goes under center. Give to McMullen over the right side. He's got some room over the middle. He's still on his feet, and he's into the secondary. Midfield. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30, the 20, and finally wrestled out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Scanning the field for flags, and I don't see any, Coach.
No, they don't. And I'll tell you what, McMullen has just impressed drive after drive tonight, and I mean, he hit that was student body right, and he found a seam and he exploded, and then it was off to the races.
He is definitely having a coming out party, it's safe to say.
Yes, he is.
That carry may have put him over the 100-yard mark for rushing. I'm not sure, but he's got to be close after that.
Yes.
Line of scrimmage is the 18. Here's
LaJavian
Irvin over the right side. Crosses the 15 down to about the 13. Pickup of about 5, roughly.
Yeah, the only thing that you start to think about when they go with this big bunch is that a lot of these guys are guys that play defense, and you worry about wear and tear a little bit. But tonight, this has been the most successful package that Valley View has had.
Staying with the jumbo package, Irvin remains in as the running back. Turley under center. He's going to keep it. Gets another good surge from that offensive line. He's still moving the pile. They're inside the 10 before he's met and thrown back, but forward progress should give him the 10, if not the 9, Coach.
Yeah, and those big rugby scrums is what they look like. The thing that you worry about there is what I think that we just nearly averted an injury is that a lineman, you can get your feet tangled up and you're just along for the ride, and then as that pile starts to fall, you worry about knees and things like that. But I think everybody's okay.
Urban checks out. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the 10. McMullen is back in as the running back, staying with the jumbo package. Give to McMullen. McMullen bounces to the outside, still on his feet. He's across the 5, angles for the pylon. It's another Blazer touchdown.
Did you see that bounce on that play? I mean, he bounced that outside. He looked like he knew what he was doing, and he is playing with a lot of confidence tonight.
He sure is. McMullen with his, I believe that's his first rushing touchdown of the season. We'll double check that.
I think did he have one last week?
No, he didn't. That's his first,
there you go.
First touchdown of the season. Awaiting the extra point kick now. I believe this is that Hicks back into kick?
Yes.
Bo Smith is the holder. Kick is in the air, and it is right down the middle. So with 3:50 to play in the third period, the Blazers answer the Rivercrest score. It's now 31-12. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
For me, rice farming isn't a profession. It's been my life for more than 30 years. And as owner of Delaplane Seed, I've been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. Every planting season, I'm in the fields right along with you, and we're figuring out how to make sure bushels mean dollars together. From selecting your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery and one-on-one consultation, I'd like to help your rice field see more profit this season. I'm Terry Gray at Delaplane Seed. Call me today at 870-249-3447 and let's talk about your best rice options.
3 minutes, 50 seconds left to play in the third period. Valley View has answered the Rivercrest score. The Blazers extend the lead. It's now 31-12. That drive unofficially covering 69 yards in 4 plays, capped off by senior Matt McMullins. A 5-yard run. Brody Dix hit the extra point kick. And the Blazers get the lost ground back, Coach, very quickly.
Yeah, they do, and then that was a heavy dose of Matt McMullen. He's been huge tonight. I also want to give a shout out to these Rivercrest cheerleaders. We saw them get recognized for being a state champion before the game, and they have not taken a play off, so to speak. You like to see the small town crowds and these small town cheerleaders.
Here's Dix's kickoff for Valley View. This will go into, actually goes out of bounds right in front of the pylon. Almost got to the end zone, then took a side bounce.
It did, but you know what? I know you don't want to give them too good a field position, but that's not that bad. Early in the game, we were having some trouble with our sky kicks and things like that. So, that was about 8 or 10 inches away from being a perfect hook right inside the goal line. That shows, he's got the leg to kick it to the end zone.
Hey, you were talking about the Rivercrest cheerleaders a moment ago. Did you notice what happened at halftime with the band? Did you see who the drum major was?
Yeah.
Their offensive linemen.
And you love to see that stuff. You don't see it at a Valley View or at a Greene County Tech or a Nettleton. You just don't see it, but that's the high school experience, and that's stuff like that's neat.
The beauty of high school football. Here's
Absolutely.
a running play for Rivercrest across the middle with Kobe Turner. He's into the clear. Mormon's the only guy left with a shot at him. And he will not win the race as Turner gets to the end zone, takes that one from 65 yards away, all the way to the house.
Yeah, and there's a lot of fireworks going on in Wilson, Arkansas tonight. I tell you, Rayner made that play. Turner obviously gets the touchdown, but Rayner just ran right beside him, and he did not let Jay Mormon make that tackle without clipping him.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, again, Rivercrest will go for 2. Washington is the quarterback. Going to bring a man in motion on the near side. Washington rolling near side. Now he's going to tuck and run, and he's in there for the 2. So Devontae Washington finds the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and Rivercrest won't go away into that good night, Coach.
No, they won't, and this one's not over, and there's going to be some more touchdowns scored in this thing. But you wouldn't expect any less from a Valley View Rivercrest football game.
31-20 now is our scores. We'll just keep it here. 3:40 to play in the third period as we await the kickoff from Rivercrest. Mike Rayner teeing the ball up at the 40-yard line. Rivercrest continuing to show a lot of fight.
Yeah, and if you look, we've changed the formation a little bit. You've got a couple guys sitting there at the 30 now, so you're closing that gap, that line that's given us so much trouble tonight.
Galloway and Mormon are the deep return men. Galloway on the right hash, Mormon on the near side. Kick is to Galloway. He'll field it off the bounce. Gets it across the 20, the 25, still on his feet, and down he goes hard at about the 35 or the 36-yard line.
Yeah, good strong run there by Galloway. Again, though, we had to pick it up off the ground. They're placing that thing really well.
So the line of scrimmage will be the 36, 3:34 to play third quarter. Valley View leads 31-20. And what so far has been a pretty explosive third quarter.
Yeah, you just want to hang on to football here. We've done a good job of that tonight. I think we have 1 turnover, but just hang on to football here and see what we can get.
Twins left and right for Valley View. Turley out of the gun. He keeps it on the read option, fights his way forward for about 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, they're bringing pressure every single play, and they're bringing it from different spots. So it's hard for Marty Riley to figure out exactly what to dial up because Coach Fleming and these Colts, they're bringing that from different guys every single down.
Only a 2-yard gain after the spot, so it'll bring up 2nd and 8 from the 38-yard line. Twins to each side for Valley View. Turley again out of the gun. Here comes pressure. And Caldwell running laterally, trying to turn the corner. Run out of bounds just shy of the 40, it would appear. Not much there. Got a little bit of positive yardage, but not much. Rivercrest did a nice job of lateral flight to the ball there.
Yep, they did. And again, I mean, that pressure came from the right edge on the first play. The second play, it came from the middle, and they're just bringing a different guy at different times. And that's one thing that big package does is it kind of eliminates any kind of blitz that you can show or stunt.
Sets up 3rd and 7 for Valley View from the Blazer 39. Just inside 3 minutes to play in the third. Blazers lead 31-20. Here's Turley rolling right on play action. Fires downfield looking for Urban. Ball is incomplete. And Valley View will have to punt.
On the coverage for the coach.
There's not a flag over there, is there?
No, I don't think it's a flag.
Yeah, something down, but I think you're right. I don't think it's a flag. Not sure what it is exactly, but something laying over there around the 30-yard line. But Carson Turley is back into punt formation for Valley View. The line of scrimmage again is the 39. Rayner sets up for the Rivercrest return. And Turley will be standing at about the 27 as he takes the snap. Rolls right, gets the rugby kick away. This will be a low knuckleball line drive kick. And there will be no return. Valley View will down it at about the 24-yard line.
23-yard line of the coach, 1st and 10.
Well, we'll see. They've had a lot of success this half giving the ball off to Kobe Turner, and you got to figure that's going to be the recipe here early too. It's just, Valley View's got to do a better job of that first tackle. He's made that first man miss this whole half.
Rivercrest will start from the 24-yard line. 2:37 to play in the third. Blazers lead 31-20. Bring a receiver in motion to the near side. Give it off to Turner. Turner running laterally. This time the Blazers catch up to him and drop him for a loss in the backfield. Who was that making the tackle?
That's 30.
That's Guthrie, I believe.
Perk. It's Caden Burgess. Yeah, he's done a good job. He's kind of a guy, we don't call his name out a whole lot because he's always doing his job, and he normally gets that pull or that engage, and he's just another kid who's just a hard hat type guy, blue collar guy. Nice play there.
Loss of 2 back to the 22. 2nd and 12. Washington back to throw. Looking over the middle. That's a jump ball. Dropped and incomplete. And Dequan Galloway almost had a big pick right there.
He sure did. Golly. That was kind of an arm punt there on the throw, and it was up in the air. And Daquan, he high pointed that ball and came down with it. But I think that as he was coming down, that ball hit the helmet of the receiver. And boy, Daquan hates that because he had his eyeballs on that football.
Sets up 3rd and 12 for Rivercrest from their own 22. $1:56 to play in the third. They'll spread the field with 2 receivers wide each side. Bring one in motion to the near side. And Washington is back to throw on play action. Fires that ball.
That is picked
off. And that was Baylor Hancock getting his first start tonight as an outside linebacker and makes a pick.
He did. Good job by Baylor there of staying home. Everybody stayed home, and it looked like that. I guess that was Rayner was going to be wide open. It was overthrown just a little bit, and Baylor's like, looky here, I've got me a football.
Nice gift. The Blazers will take it and get the ball back, starting here at the Rivercrest 36-yard line.
Yeah, and I think we dodged a bullet there because Kobe Turner did not touch the football on that drive.
You're right. Turley leads the Blazer offense back out onto the field. Rivercrest will make some late substitutions up front. And McMullen is the running back as they go back to the jumbo package. Turley goes under center. Power side to the right. Turley keeps it. Ball or fights forward behind the surge of the offensive line for 1, maybe 2, depending on the mark.
Yeah, his design quarterback run all the way, and and it just they're starting to pile up that box. When we go big, they put 8 men, maybe 9 men sitting in that box and just waiting.
Line of scrimmage will be the 39 to pick up a 2, 2nd and 8 for Valley View. 1:24 to play in the third period. Blazers are up 31-20. Valley View has led from the start. McMullen is the running back. Continue to stay in the jumbo package. McMullen with the carry. Falls forward for a couple, and that'll be about it. Tripped up right after he crossed the line of scrimmage.
It's been an interesting play call. Yeah, they're going to go back traditional. It's 3rd and 6, 7 yards, and
Bo Smith, Slade Caldwell, Jackson Harmon among the fresh bodies checking in now on 3rd and 6 for Valley View. Almost 3rd and 7. It's about 6.5. Harmon is split to the near side. Got trips off to the right. Mark Wilson and Bo Smith in that group. Caldwell looks to the sideline for instruction. 30 seconds left in the period. And they're going to take a timeout here, it looks like. So Valley View will burn a timeout with 25.6 seconds left in the third period. The Blazers lead 31-20. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
No matter what the season, it's always a great time to go to Wings to Go. Whether it's football, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball, whether it's wrestling, whether it's anything, the wings, the salads, the hamburgers, everything they have at Wings to Go is always flavorful and it's always ready. All that has to happen is you come down and enjoy them.
Happy winging from Wings to Go.
Timeout on the field taken by the Valley View offense. Valley View facing a 3rd and about 7 here with 25 seconds remaining in the third period. Blazers leading 31-20. The line of scrimmage is the Rivercrest 33-yard line rather. Twins to the near side and to the right. Early out of the gun. Caldwell on his right hip. Looking to throw. Got time. Fires over the middle. Ball is tipped and picked. Here comes the return for Rivercrest. And gets it up to about the 34-yard line. A flag at the end of that play. I believe that was Elrod on the pick.
Kevin Morris for the coach. There is a penalty on the play.
So now we'll see what the flag's about. It came right as the tackle was being made.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Slade Caldwell lost his helmet downfield.
Yeah, that was some of the shenanigans going on after the play.
Yeah. So, still trying to figure out what the penalty's about as the officials continue to discuss among themselves. 15 seconds left in the period.
It looks like that it's going to be marked off against the Blazers.
Yep, step off is underway. Still not sure what the penalty was, but it moves the ball forward to the 48-yard line.
There is a targeting call against the Blazers.
Targeting call.
Was that on Caldwell or?
I guess so, and maybe that's when he lost his helmet. I think, I don't know.
I'm not sure either. All I know is Rivercrest has got the ball back. First down at midfield. Ball will be at the Colt 48-yard line. Now we have another stop and play before we.
A 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First and 10, Coach from their own 48.
Guess that was just to get a fresh ball in, apparently.
Yeah, I think, what they did is they spotted Valley View's ball off that pick, and Rivercrest noticed that.
Colts with 3 receivers to the right. They'll send one in motion, give it off to Kobe Turner on a counter play over the near side, and he punches it forward all the way down to the Blazer 44-yard line.
Yeah, and, I bet you that I'm going to be willing to bet that this drive right here, you're going to see number 2's number called quite a bit.
I think so. And that was the end of the third period. Last play of the third quarter. Well, cause us to take a timeout, a break in the action. After 3, Valley View leads at 31-20. We'll be back with the 4th period in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
We won't be beat. Plaza Tire Service is the low price leader on tires. And if you do manage to find a lower price on a comparable tire, we'll match it with our low price pledge. Stretch your dollars with outstanding deals from Plaza Tire Service on tires for your car, van, truck, crossover, SUV, and more. Plaza Tire Service has a huge selection of tires in stock and ready to install today. Plus, get 6 months deferred interest on purchases of $149 or more with your Plaza Tire Service card. For the best deal on tires, see Plaza Tire Service.
3 quarters down, 1 more to play, and this is still very much anybody's football game. Valley View has led from the start. The Blazers are up 11. It's 31-20, but Rivercrest with the football on the Valley View side of the field. They'll face 2nd and 2 here from the Valley View 44. 1 receiver to the near side, 3 to the right. Quarterback is out of the gun. Got a motion man to the near side. Give it off to Turner. Turner running right. He's across the middle and has another first down as he bulls his way forward to about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I think that was the big boy. I think that was Marcus Slayton there. And, that young man, when he gets ahead of steam, he's tough to bring down.
Well, he certainly was that time. He moves the chains for Rivercrest. Ball will be spotted at about the 26. Here's a running play over the right side.
Marcus Slayton up the middle for the Colts.
Slayton again, and when he's a lot harder to tackle when he's on the ground. When he tries to go airborne, he's a little bit easier to get down.
Right. Picked up 2, gets the ball forward to the 25-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 8 for the Colts off the right hash. Running play to the near side with Slayton. He gets a block, crosses the 20, and wrapped up at about the 19 or the 18-yard line by Caden Perkins.
Gain of 7 on the play. 3rd and 2 for the Colts.
Brings up 3rd and 2 for Rivercrest. Ball will be at the 19-yard line on the near hash.
Turner back in again.
2 receivers to each side. The give to Turner running left. Turner caught from behind, but able to turn it forward to about the 14-yard line before he's caught.
On the tackle.
Rivercrest has this Valley View defense on its heels a little bit.
Ball is now spotted on the Blazers' 14-yard line.
First down for Rivercrest at the Valley View 14. Ball will be snapped from the left hash. And Washington, the quarterback, keeps it running right and powers his way down near the 10-yard line. He'll bring up 2nd and about 7 for Rivercrest. Line of scrimmage will be the Valley View 11.
2nd and 7.
Just over 10 minutes to play in the game. Valley View leads it by 11. It's 31-20. Valley View's largest lead has been 19 points. Trips to the right for Rivercrest. 1 single receiver. Rayner down to the bottom of your screen on the near side. Here's Turner. Counter play across the middle. Gets 2, maybe 3. Inside the 10 to about the 8.
Yeah, nice play there by Carson Winters, who read that pretty well. But when that guard pulls, it's tough when you got a kid like Turner running right behind him.
Yeah, he's only 160 pounds, but he runs like he's bigger than that.
Yes, he does. He runs hard, and he runs really low to the ground. It's a lot like Johnny Lang last week that we watched for Arkansas State. Just low center of gravity and bouncy and tough to bring down.
2nd, and this is 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4 for Rivercrest. Washington, the quarterback. Pitch out to Turner. Turner running left at the 5. He's inside the 5, knocked out of bounds at about the 3, maybe the 2. Should be a 1st and goal for the Colts. That was just student body left.
That was. There's just a quick pitch there, and you're putting a sophomore on the island out there for Valley View to make a play. Turner made a quick juke move and nearly got in for the touchdown.
Line of scrimmage will be the 1. It's 1st and goal from there for Rivercrest with just over 9 minutes to play. Elrod goes wide to the right. Two receivers to the near side. Ball is on the ground. It's up for grab, and Washington gets on it back at the 10-yard line. Well, they have had trouble hanging on to the ball tonight.
They have, and you know, it seems like that you know, it seems like they, you know, in the stands you say, well, they're trying to get too cute. Well, it just seems like the inopportune times they have a tough snap or the ball bounces the wrong way.
Second and goal from the 10 for Rivercrest. Ball off the left hash. Two receivers, Rayner. Actually, Stovall and Rayner to the near side. One receiver off to the right. Little eye candy in the backfield, some late shifting. Washington, the quarterback, gives it off over the near side, and that is a Rivercrest touchdown for Marcus Slayton.
That is a load to bring down.
Yep, no doubt. Slayton powers his way in from 10 yards out. That makes it 31 to 26. And the Colts will go for two. Try to make it a 3-point game. Two receivers to the near side, one to the right. Washington, the quarterback. Again, the ball is on the ground. Here comes the rush. And they have to eat it for a loss and unsuccessful on the 2-point conversion. So it's 31-26 with 8:12 to play in the game. We'll pause for 30 seconds. Back in a moment on the EAB Sports Network.
When you bank at First Security, you're choosing better for yourself and fellow Arkansans. Better service from friendly professionals who really invest in your goals. Better solutions with convenient tools and smart resources. And better support for the things that matter to you, as well as the communities that matter to us all. Because finding your better at First Security makes Arkansas better too. First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
8 minutes, 12 seconds left to play in what has become a very interesting football game. Rivercrest is within one score. 31 to 26 is our score after the Colts go 48 yards and 9 plays on that last drive, capped off by Marcus Slayton's 10-yard run. They missed on the 2-point conversion, and Cavante Washington, the quarterback, is being helped to the field after the miscue on that unsuccessful conversion attempt, Coach.
Yeah, you hope that he's okay. Hope that it's an ankle, but he is not putting any weight on that leg at all. And you know, he just got twisted up as he was going for that football and got rolled up on a little bit. And you hope that it's just a sprained ankle for the young man. He's played a nice football game.
So most likely we'll see Rayner move back to quarterback when Rivercrest gets the ball back. Right now he's teeing it up to kick it away on the kickoff for the Colts with 8:12 to play. In the game, Valley View's lead is cut down to 6. It's 31-26. Actually, it's a 5-point game. It's a pooch kick and recovered by Valley View as the Blazers will get it at the 45-yard line. Recovering that kick for Valley View was Lance Cooper.
Yeah, they went for the onside there, and it doesn't look like they onsided a whole lot. But you know, you never know. That left Lance Cooper on an island having to make a play by himself, and thankfully he did.
So the Blazers will start from their own 45. Good field position to begin this drive. They lead 31-26. Two receivers to the left, two to the right. Turley out of the gun. Caldwell on his left hip. Give to Caldwell. Caldwell met at the line of scrimmage and maybe a yard on forward progress. It looks like that'll be it. Well, this Rivercrest defense is fired up.
They are. You know, it's a tale of two halves, but if you look at both sidelines right now, Rivercrest is engaged. They're fired up, and Valley View just has a little bit of look of disbelief.
Yeah, I agree. Caldwell got a yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 9 from the 46. 7:44 to play in the game. Trips to the left for the Blazers. Mark Wilson split to the near side. Turley back to throw. Throwing, looking for Wilson on the sideline. He couldn't quite haul it in. Again, very well defended in the secondary by the Rivercrest cornerback.
Yeah, it was. It sure was. And now it's a 3rd down and long. You know, the Blazers really need to find a way to get this first down.
Jay Robertson on the coverage for the Cardinals.
And actually, Slade Caldwell hadn't been in there this drive. It's been 9.
Guthrie?
Yeah.
Zane Guthrie. Zane is a 5'10", 160-pound junior running back. Caldwell may have been thrown out on that target. I'm not sure, really.
Yeah, I don't know the rule on that either. And he may have cut his head. You know, he lost his helmet. He may have got it gashed.
2 receivers to each side on 3rd and 9. Charlie's back to throw. We've got a dead ball as they blow the play dead. It looks like it's going to be a false start. Procedure penalty against Valley View.
5-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage.
This thing has not gone well for Valley View here in the last few minutes.
No, it's Murphy's Law right now, and you know, somebody on this football team's got to step up and say not today. We're kind of searching for that leader, and today right here with 7.5 minutes to go, it'd be a nice time to figure out who that is.
2nd and 15 from the 41, or 3rd down and 15. Twins to each side. Turley back to throw. Pump fakes. Now he fires. Looking on the far sideline. That ball is juggled and caught by Jackson Harmon. Did he hang on to it?
He did.
He did. Jackson Harmon has Valley View with a first down at the Rivercrest 15-yard line.
And you know what? Jackson Harmon just answered that call. We needed somebody to step up and make a play, and that was not an easy catch to make. Step for step with the Colt, and he just went up and got it. He used every bit of his 6'5" frame.
Looks like they're going to spot the ball at the 19, so it'll be a first down from there for Valley View. And he battled for that ball, too.
Yes, he did. Just a beautiful catch. I hope that the camera's got a nice view of that, because that may have been the play of the game.
McMullen, I believe, is the running back here as they go back to the jumbo package. Turley goes under center. Give it off to McMullen. McMullen over the right side and gets gobbled up after a pickup of a couple, maybe 3. Got 2, brings up 2nd and 8 from the 17. 6:40 to play.
Colton Ball on the tackle for the Colts.
McMullen in at running back again. Turley under center. McMullen on the carry over the right side. Gets to about the 15, then he's upended right there. Line of scrimmage will be the 14-yard line.
Ball.
It's
on the tackle for the Colts. Gain of 2, 3rd and 5 for the Blazers.
3rd and 5
Colts 14.
from the 14. 5:48 to play in the game. McMullen remains the running back. Pitch out to McMullen, running right. Got some blockers across the 10. He's inside the 10 down to about the 6, and I think he got the first down.
He did, but I think Brian Huff had some jersey, and the white hat caught it.
There's a flag down, so that play's probably coming back. Blazers are on the back pedal. It is a hold against Valley View.
Going against the Blazers.
Marked off from the spot of the foul.
Penalty will be assessed 10 yards.
Moves it all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Bring the ball back to the 25-yard
Remains
line.
3rd down. It sets up 3rd and about 16.
16 for the Blazers.
.5:31 to play. Blazers leading 31-26. Twin receivers left and right. Turley out of the gun. Running back on his right hip. I believe that's Caldwell. Here's Turley back to throw over the middle. Wilson has it. Is he in there? Did he hang on to the ball? Nope, he did not.
Now he caught the football. They just got him at the 1.
All right, so it's a first down for Valley View at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal for Valley View at the 1.
1st and goal.
So a big catch in traffic there by Mark Wilson. I tell you what, for a guy who's playing football for the first time in a while, I'm not sure when the last time he played it at all, but But he did play last year. Had played the last couple of years, and he is making an impact for this team.
Yes, he has, because that was a tough pass to catch, and he held on to it, and he was thinking touchdown, but
jumbo package, Urban Ennis the running back. They give it off to LeJavian. He'll rumble right side.
Touchdown.
And that's a Blazer touchdown with 4:43 to play.
LeJavian Urban only touched 1
So
yard.
LeJavian Urban powers in for
Making the score 37-26
his
with 4:43 left to go.
third touchdown of the young season. Awaiting the extra point attempt for Valley View. Brody Dix is the kicker. Here's the snap, gets away, it's loose, picked up, rolling right, and tackled.
TJ Scott making the tackle.
The holder that time for Valley View was Andrew Jones, sophomore wide receiver, and ball got away from him. All they could do basically was just go back and try to make a play, but by the time he got his wits back about him, Rivercrest was all over.
there wasn't much he could do, and what you got there is that Bo Kid Smith, he on that interception on the last drive, he's been battling an AC joint in his shoulder, and he's been fighting it for a couple weeks now, and it looked like he tried to make that tackle, and he may have separated that shoulder on the drive before that. So you put Andrew in a tough spot. He probably didn't get a lot of reps doing that, but that was a huge answer. Huge answer for the Blazers there, and it puts it back up to an 11-point game.
Right.
With 4 minutes 45 seconds to go, it looks like Caldwell's done for the night. I saw him without his shoulder pads on, and you got to figure Smith's out too.
Looks that way. This one has taken its toll on the Blazers, and awaiting the kickoff for Brody Dix. Now he's going to move over. He was going to kick it from the right hash. Now he's going to move over and tee it up on the 40 at the left hash. That drive, by the way, covered 55 yards and 7 plays unofficially. Capped off by LeJavian Urban's 1-yard run. This kick will go out of bounds. And so Rivercrest will get the ball at the 35-yard line.
Yep.
With 4:43 to play.
For illegal procedure.
This one's been a battle, hasn't it, Coach?
It has, and we knew coming in that it would be, and I think that there in the first half we maybe got a little comfortable.
I certainly got a little bit of a false sense of security when the Blazers were up 24-6 at halftime, but I also knew that not to be surprised to see Rivercrest come battling back.
No, not at all. It's a good football team, and again, well coached and just tough kids. And heading into this quarter, you saw every man on that roster holding up that 4 and their body in, and it's going to be a huge. They're going to make them back up and re-kick it.
Yep.
But this
take that option. So Valley View will re-kick this time from the 35 as opposed to the 40.
And I think our defense is going to be tested this drive. This is make or break for both teams, and we're going to see who will step up on the defensive side of the football.
Line of scrimmage will be the kickoff line will be the 35. Again, Brody Dix is the kicker. This one's a squib kick on the ground, takes a bounce, fielded for Rivercrest, running right. I believe that's Stovall, and Stovall still on his feet inside Valley View territory, and they're going to have good field position. They'll start from the 39-yard line.
That one looked like deja vu of the one he returned earlier.
Sure did.
Tackle made by Peyton Perkins.
Jaden Stovall's a good football player.
Yeah,
he's all over the field himself, and we haven't called his name out a whole lot. But
Perkins making that tackle for Valley View. The line of scrimmage for the Colts will be the Blazer 39-yard line.
Coach from the Blazers, 39.
And it's test time for the Valley View defense right here.
Yes, it is.
Here come the Colts. Rayner back in at quarterback after Washington left the game a few minutes ago. They'll go with twins to each side. One man goes in motion to the right, give it off to Turner. And got hit. That's going to be a face mask. An inadvertent face mask, I think, but it looked like.
Yeah, that's going to be 15 yards, and it wasn't on purpose, but
Jeff Bradsher's hand kind of grazed his helmet and face mask. I don't think this will be an intentional 15-yard penalty. It shouldn't.
Yeah, it's personal foul.
Foul, face mask against the Blazers.
It's going to be the big one, it looks like.
Yep. His head twisted around there, and it wasn't on purpose, but his head did twist around, and in the
Taking the ball all the way to the Blazers.
in the light of safety, that's probably the right call, but that's a tough break for the Blazers.
Moves the ball forward to the 18-yard line. 4:29 to play. Here come the Colts. Mike Rayner is the quarterback. Got twin receivers to the right and two to the left. Austin Elrod is split wide to the left. Turner's the running back. Rayner's going to keep it, running right, and tackled inside the 15, dropped at about the 13-yard line.
On the carry.
Carson Winters among those getting their first for Valley View.
Yeah, I don't know how many tackles Carson has tonight, but it's double figures for sure, and he's got to be getting, I'd say he's getting close to 15 tackles.
Probably so. Ball will be at the 12, or the 13, just inside the 13. Second and about 4 here for Rivercrest. Ball off the right hash. Motion man to the right. Give to Turner, running near side. Turner's across the 5 and caught from behind at about the 3-yard line, maybe the 2, and got bodies down at the end of that play. Carson Winters is slow to get up.
He is, and I think that's Jay Mormon. He took a helmet to the kneecap there, and guys anymore, they don't wear those knee pads that you and I used to wear, so that smarts quite a bit.
First and goal for Rivercrest from the 3. Ball between the hashes. Elrod split to the near side. One man off to the right. Give to Turner. Turner running left. And there he is for the touchdown. Tries to pile on and angles his way in with 3:27 to play.
Cody Turner on a 3-yard touchdown run. Pulling the score up to 37 to 32.
That'll make it 37-32.
It's a nice ball there.
And expecting to see Rivercrest go for 2 here. Rayner, the quarterback. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Elrod to the near side. Gibb over the right.
He's in.
He's in for the conversion.
2-point conversion. Yes, good. No mistake. No mistake. 42 points.
So that stops the clock with 3:27 to play. It's now a 3-point game. Valley View leads 37-34. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Don't let your credit stop you from getting your next vehicle. Drive your deal to the max at a dealer financing you. Automax of Jonesboro. Hi folks, Craig Stoney. If you need to upgrade your ride, don't worry about your past. Come to Automax. At Automax, we have financing to fit your budget with affordable monthly payments and low down payments. Give us a call at 870-934-9200 or speed up your approval by applying online at automaxjonesboro.com. And hey, we buy cars too, even if you don't buy ours. So if you're looking to buy new, give us a chance to buy yours and ensure you get the most out of your trade-in. Automax. Financing you.
Rivercrest has moved to within a field goal of tying this game. It's 37-34 with 3:27 left. And that drive unofficially covering 39 yards in 3 plays for the Colts, capped off by Kobe Turner's 3-yard run. They were successful on the 2-point conversion run. And it is now as close as it's been since the first period. It's 37-34.
And you got to figure they're going to try to go for an onside or something here, maybe a short kick, but it looks like we have our hands team in, 8 men within the 50-yard line to the 40.
Rayner has it teed up at the 40. It's a different kicker who kicks it, and Galloway, I believe, got on it at the 49. Rivercrest says they have it.
Galloway had that football first.
Yeah, he did. That ball was actually kicked by Mike Faison, sophomore running back and defensive back. But Galloway was able to rein it in, and Valley View will start from the 49-yard line with 3:24 to play.
Yeah.
Ball on the right hash.
Rivercrest has 2 timeouts, so Valley View's going to have to get some first downs here. Three timeouts. Excuse me. Rivercrest has 3 timeouts.
So, yeah, you do. I mean, with the momentum that Rivercrest has right now, you certainly do not want to put the ball back in their hands if you can avoid it.
No, you give them the football with a 3-point lead, then you got to figure that that they're feeling pretty confident they can run it down their throat.
Blazers will go with a jumbo package. McMullen in as the running back. He gets the carry over the right side, surges across the 50 to about the 49, maybe the 48, 2 or 3. That'll bring up second down.
Marcus Slayton.
Yeah, not going to be any hurry to snap the football here.
Line of scrimmage will be the 39, or 49 rather, so it brings up 2nd and 8 for Valley View. I tell you what, it's a good thing the Blazers are off next week because this game has taken a physical toll.
Yeah, it really has, and I got a report. Caldwell actually, it was not on it was on that play, but I think he got his eye scratched or he had a cut above his eye where he's on his way home or on his way to get that thing seen about.
McMullen gobbled up at the line of scrimmage and thrown back. That'll be a loss of about a yard back to the 50, it looks like. And now Valley View, I think, is going to take a timeout.
Yeah, Rivercrest. Surely Valley View didn't take that timeout. Rivercrest took the timeout. They have 2 remaining now.
It is Rivercrest timeout. So a timeout on the field with 2:37 to play in the game. Valley View leads it 37-34. The Blazers face a 3rd and... Well, actually, they gave us back the original line of scrimmage there, so it's going to be closer to 3rd and 8. Let's just hold it here for right now. 3rd and 8 from the Rivercrest 49 when we return to play out of this timeout by Rivercrest. Blazers trying to hang on and survive after leading by as many as 19 at one point in this game. Now it's a 3-point game. As the Colts, as you might expect, have shown a lot of fight here tonight.
They sure have.
They had a couple of opportunities to lay down and let Valley View run away with this thing, and they came scrapping back.
Well, you know, there's a reason they've only lost 1 football game here. They believe they're going to win every time they step on the field on a Friday night.
And you can see why. McMullen again is the running back on 3rd and 9 from the Rivercrest 49. Early under center. Gives to McMullen over the left side. McMullen gets some blocks.
No.
A little bit shy of the first down. So that will bring up 4th. Rivercrest will take another timeout. And what do you do here, Coach? Do you go for it or turn it away?
You know what?
4th and 2.
I think that you, in my opinion, you want to keep the football right here. You know, because if we punt that away, you know, they're going to have, they're down to 1 timeout, so maybe that factors into your decision. But, you know, 80 yards and 60 yards, I don't know there's a whole lot of difference the way they've been pounding the football on us and having trouble making tackles now. And you know, credit to Rivercrest. They've had a couple guys go out. We have too, but they've had a couple guys go out, important pieces and they just put next man up, and they look like the fresher team right now.
I tell you what, I'm glad I don't have to make this 4th down decision right here.
That is correct. That's correct, because this is the play of the game.
4th and about 2 for Valley View. The line of scrimmage will be the 43. Looks like the Blazers are going for it. Matt McMullen remains the running back. Turley goes under center. Got 2 guys shifting in motion now to the left. Rivercrest will adjust. Trying to draw them offside. So far they're staying home, and now we have a timeout.
Yep.
Is that our timeout?
Yeah, we called that. We came out there with the old no play, shifted. We haven't shown that in the big package yet, but they shifted with us, and Carson just went ahead and called that timeout.
So timeout on the field. We'll take the break this time. 2:27 to play. Valley View leads 37-34. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Hello, I'm estate planning and other law attorney Chad Oldham. More and more often today, I hear clients tell me that the only thing golden about the golden years is that it takes all the gold to grow old. Don't be a victim of rising healthcare and nursing home costs. Be prepared. Have a plan. Contact us today to find out how we help our clients protect and preserve assets for family and future generations. The Oldham Law Firm, 603 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro, or visit us on the web at oldhamlawfirm.com.
2 minutes, 27 seconds left in the game. Out of the Valley View timeout, Blazers make their way back out onto the field, facing 4th and 2 from the Rivercrest 43. LaJavian Urban is the power running back here for Valley View. Turley goes under center. Give to Urban. We've got whistles and flags. Right as the ball is snapped, that's probably coming back.
Yeah. So I think that makes the decision for Coach Cockrell and the Blazers. I think he'll punt it away here, and Rivercrest's going to get that football back with over 2 minutes to play.
Move the ball back 5 yards. And right now, momentum is wearing Rivercrest red. Turley will drop back to punt.
4th and 7 for the Blazers from the Colts 48.
This one has fallen into place for the Colts to steal the win. Rayner will go back for the return. This home crowd is geeked up.
Yeah, now it looks like they're not going to have a man back, so really, we're showing go, but I think we're going to punt this.
Turley rolling left, looking to throw, and
look at there.
The sideline and a first down. Turley, like a Houdini magician, somehow finds the marker and keeps the drive alive for Valley View. Can you believe that?
Carson, period, Turley, period. I was thinking, oh yeah.
Nothing flag down over there?
No.
Okay.
No.
I guess my paranoid imagination's getting the best of me, but yeah, he was so close to being. I mean,
gobbled up at the line of scrimmage.
Right. And then even right after he crossed the line of scrimmage, when he reared back to throw it, I thought they were about to knock the ball loose right there. So here we go on first down. Line of scrimmage is the 38. Twin receivers left and right. Turley rolling near side, pursued from the backside, runs out of that tackle, and then slides out of bounds. He was heavily pursued by Marcus Slayton.
Yeah, that was a design rollout run there, and there again, it's Carson Turley, football player, because he knew he needed to stay in bounds, so he slid into second base right there once he got past the numbers, and the clock will continue to churn.
1:49 to play. Line of scrimmage is the Rivercrest 36-yard line on the right hash. 2nd and 8 for Valley View. McMullen comes back in at running back. Brian Huff is tied into the right side. Down inside a minute and a half to play now. McMullen on the carry. Jukes him in. He's got a first down. He's inside the 25-yard line to about the 23. And Matt McMullen showing some moves there, Coach.
He sure did. Another just a great juke move there, and I mean another first down that now as they reset the chains, which they've done. We're in a situation where we could be in victory formation. I think that's what we are.
Absolutely. Yep. You got Zane Guthrie dropping well back to the 40-yard line as the prevent man for the Valley View offense. And 1 or 2 more snaps will finish this one off. Turley goes under center on first down. He'll take a knee. Rivercrest has got 1 timeout left.
I don't think they're going to use it. Now they have.
So that stops the clock with 42.4 seconds remaining. Valley View leads 37-34. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Blazer Football on the EAB Sports Network.
Now you can enjoy the great taste of Japan in downtown Jonesboro. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine has all your favorites, from steak and chicken to seafood and sushi. Bamboo also has house poke bowls, or you can build your own bowl. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine with hibachi, sushi, and seafood is open Monday through Saturday for lunch and dinner, and discounts are available for students. So stop by and dine in with us, or log on to BambooJapaneseCuisine.com and like them on Facebook. Bamboo Japanese Cuisine on the corner of Main and Huntington in downtown Jonesboro.
Brooklyn trailing Pocahontas 34-16 at the end of the third period over in Randolph County. Here we got 42 seconds left. Valley View trying to hang on for a 3-point win. It's 37-34. Blazers facing 2nd and 11 here. Just trying to get out of here with a W. Turley goes under center, takes a knee, and that was most likely the last snap of the game. Rivercrest is out of timeouts.
Yeah, and gosh, what a hard-fought game by both sides here
I was
tonight.
going to say earlier before we took that break, I mean, we use the expression hard-fought. It's been a long time since I've seen a game that kind of fits that description more than this one, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, just the highs and lows and the ebb and flow of this one. Just, I mean, haymaker after haymaker by both teams, and you know, multiple guys have gone to the sidelines with injuries for both teams. Just a gritty performance from the Blazers, but this Rivercrest Colt team, they don't have anything to hang their hats about.
No, they sure don't. Well played, hard-fought game by both teams. Valley View emerges victorious. The Blazers go to 2-1 with a 37-34 victory here at Rivercrest. This is the first time this Rivercrest team has lost at home in over a year. They had a 10-game home winning streak coming into this game, and the Blazers come in here and hand them their first loss since Westside beat them over a year ago.
Yeah, and you know, I think this is what non-conference is for. I think both teams are going to be better. You hope, and your thoughts are with the guys that went out. Hopefully, you know, the off week for both teams will get some guys healthy. But you know, these teams are both battle tested now as they head into league play.
Stick around for our More Air Conditioning post-game show, where we'll also name the JOSM player of the game, and we will step aside for a 2-minute timeout. When we return with the post-game show, we'll recap second half scoring and also tell you who our JOSM player of the game will be. We got some tough decisions to make ourselves.
Yes, we do.
We'll be back in 2 minutes. After this timeout, Valley View wins at 37-34 on the EAB Sports Network.
Like you're stuck in the old days, it's time to catch up with Empower, delivered by Craig Head Electric. Thanks to Empower, you don't have to wait for high-speed internet. Our new cutting-edge technology makes our services more reliable and faster than the competition. Call 870-336-0999 to check internet availability in your area. That's 870-336-0999. Empower, high-speed internet for your neck of the woods.
For me, rice farming isn't a profession. It's been my life for more than 30 years. And as owner of Delaplane Seed, I've been the region's rice tech leader for more than a decade. Every planting season, I'm in the fields right along with you, and we're figuring out how to make sure bushels mean dollars together. From selecting your hybrid rice to free on-farm delivery and one-on-one consultation, I'd like to help your rice fields see more profit this season. I'm Terry Gray at Delaplane Seed. Call me today at 870-249-3447 and let's talk about your best rice options.
First Community Bank believes that community is everything. Our promise to stand by our customers is important in the good times, but even more important in the hard times too. As economic recovery begins, we want you to know that we are here for you. We will keep loaning money, financing homes, helping small business, and supporting this community. Banking local is more important than ever. We invite you to make the switch to First Community Bank, your local community bank.
First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC. Offer of credit subject to credit approval.
Your medical needs are personal, and the way you manage those needs should be personal as well. The team at Southern Home Healthcare is local, knowledgeable, and courteous, giving you the customized care you and your family deserve. When facing breathing challenges, the on-staff respiratory therapists at Southern Home Healthcare provide support and guidance just for you, and you can sleep better with the help of their CPAP and BiPAP therapy. Plus, treat your strains, sprains, and pain with the help of Southern Home Healthcare's high-quality bracing devices. Go online to southernhomehealthjonesboro.com.
We welcome you back to Cortez Kennedy Field here at Rivercrest on the heels of a hard-fought 37-34 Valley View victory tonight, as we welcome you into our More Air Conditioning post-game show. Be sure and tune in to the Ticket Radio Network Tuesdays at 5 as we present the More Air Conditioning Offensive Lineman of the Week. That's right, More is rewarding the guys in the trenches all year long. It's the More Air Conditioning Offensive Lineman of the Week Award, Tuesdays at 5 on the Ticket Radio Network, as Valley View had a 18-point halftime lead, Coach. It was 24-6. We were all feeling fairly confident at that point, but the Colts showed us we had a false sense of security.
Yes, yeah, and you know, Rivercrest, I mean, they found a weakness and they exploited it, and they kept it. They kept it simple. And what they did is they minimized mistakes there in the second half. In the first half they had a couple swing passes that were trouble, a couple bad snaps. But there in the second half they cleaned things up, and they made this a great football game.
Recapping second half scoring, as we mentioned, Valley View led 24-6 at halftime. Rivercrest got on the board first in the second half. They scored at the 5:30 mark of the third quarter on a 30-yard pass from Cavante Washington to Austin Elrod. They went for two and missed it. The drive covered 71 yards in 9 plays, and that cut the Blazer margin to 24-12 on the Valley View lead. Valley View would answer with 3:50 to play in the third on a 5-yard run by Matt McMullen for his first Blazer touchdown of his career. The extra point kick was good by Brody Dix. The drive covered 69 yards in 4 plays. That made it 31-12 as Valley View extended its lead. Rivercrest would quickly answer. 10 seconds later, Kobe Turner scores on a 65-yard run on a one-play 65-yard drive for the Colts. They went for 2 and got it. That made it 31-20 with 3:40 to play in the third. That's how the third ended. Rivercrest would score again with 8:12 to play on the fourth on a 10-yard run by Marcus Slayton. Went for 2 and missed that one. The drive covered 48 yards in 9 plays. That made it 31-26. Valley View would answer with 4:43 to play on a 1-yard run by LaJavian Urban. The extra point attempt failed. The drive covered 55 yards in 7 plays for Valley View. Put the Blazers back up by 11, 37-26. Rivercrest would get its final score of the night on a 3-yard run from Kobe Turner with 3:27 to play. The 2-point conversion attempt was good. The drive covered 39 yards in 3 plays. Valley View was able to get the ball back and fortunately run out the clock and hang on for a 3-point win. And we also got to name JOSM Player of the Game, brought to you by Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, getting you back in the game for more than 40 years. A lot of people could win this award tonight, Coach, but I thought we talked about it earlier. Matt McMullen kind of had a coming out party. I'm not sure how many rushing yards he ended up with. I'm fairly certain in saying that he was close to 100 if he didn't eclipse it.
Yeah, I would say he got over 100 yards probably on that last play. He may have wound up with 120 or so, and there's several other guys that we could have named. But yeah, Matt McMullen saved the day from the running back spot, and he's another weapon that we'll be able to use down the line.
No doubt about that. So overall, an impressive win here tonight for Valley View. They snap a 10-game home field winning streak for Rivercrest as the Blazers hang on to go into the off week next week at 2-1 after a 37-34 win here against Rivercrest. A lot of people to thank tonight again. Thanks to Taylor Sellemeyer, who has been the technical director for our video streaming broadcast. David Whitman has been our producer. Scotty Woodson has been our network engineer. For Coach Jason Smith, I'm Randy Myers. Again, your final score, Valley View wins it over Rivercrest 37-34. So long from Rivercrest, and have a great weekend.
Valley View Blazer football on FM News Talk.